Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Another edition of Major Key Mondays, man. What's going on? Trying to get it in today, man. Shit, man. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? My boxing brothers and sisters, listen. We're going to get it in. Like I said, we're going to get it in. Another Major Key Monday. We waiting on, oh, there we go. There we go. Yo, the links are in here. Yo, Jed Cal, salute my brother from Australia. Salute my motherfucking dude here, latinpain. The link is in here. I'll drop it again. Shit, Guido Pion, my dude, also from the BX. You know what I mean? We got people from all around the world up in here already. Only three people, but three people from all around the world so far. And we know we're gonna get it cracking. You know, it's Major Key Monday. Everybody shows up. So good. Let the people roll in. Let the people roll in. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about a couple of things, man. Well, first and foremost, let me go ahead and show my face. You know what I mean? Saludos, saludos. You know what I mean? And welcome my boy here.
Boom,
Latin,
boom.
what's going
Salute,
on, homie?
salute, man. Salute. God bless you, B.
Yo, same to you, brother. Hey, listen, man. Yo,
Talk
it's
to
a
me.
pleasure having you here, man. It's a pleasure
Likewise, man.
having
Thank you for having me, man. That's what's up, B. Major Key Boxing. I like this. Thank you,
you. No
man.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Izzy and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to
We got
Izzy.
we got the Nina in the building too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Say what up, Nina.
no doubt. So, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yo,
what's good? Talk
go
to
ahead and
me.
first and foremost tell people who you are, what you do. You know what I'm saying? Tell people a little bit about yourself first and foremost, brother.
Well, first and foremost, man, it's real life, real spit, Latin pain. You know what I'm saying? Now representing the Almighty King's Village. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you'd like to find us and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Just a kid from the Bronx. You know what I mean? He's trying to do better than he did before. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's
Wow.
what's up. So real life, real spit. So you know, I seen you doing a before we dive into the great things that I seen you doing today, which was really like I had already hit you up. I already knew that your life was interesting, but my brother, like what you doing right now is beautiful, and and,
Appreciate it.
and there's only one dude that's really trying to do that in like this whole YouTube community that I realized, which is my homeboy Troy Graham, right? And
Salute to
that's
him.
that's my business partner. So shout out to him. He literally just like opens up his platform for cooking, for anybody doing this doing that, whatever. My point being, man, my bad. I blacked out a little bit, but I'll be right back. But let people know about you, like what got you here, like you know why your name is Latin Pain and why you're doing what you're doing, such great stuff in the background. Before we get to that,
Well, more or less, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid who, we come from poverty. We come from the Bronx, New York. You know what I'm saying? Weird place coming up in the 80s and the 90s. I got in a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of scars and emotional and physical. I've been through some things. Um, in 2018, I lost my eye in a narcissistic relationship and I fell back from the world a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But when I reappeared, I opened up something called Wounded Empathetic Thoughts, man, in search of healing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about childhood traumas and traumatic experiences and how do we overcome them. And I learned a lot doing that. And then I came to the YouTube community to share my life story. At first, I was sharing from 79 to the present time. And then we opened up the panel, you know what I'm saying, in hopes that, you know what I'm saying, we could have a platform that was free of judgment, you know what I'm saying, free of disrespect, free of trolling, you heard, and just to share love, positivity, and unity amongst the people, you know what I'm saying. At the same time, maybe each one can teach one, and maybe we can help each other out along the process so that nobody ever feels alone. You know what I mean?
that's what's up, yo. That's beautiful, man. Listen, shout out to Lisa Bales, Queen Lisa in the building, SSC,
Salute.
Jason Brown. All of y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to this brother. So now I want to dive into why, really, why I wanted him on to begin with, man. So I started rocking with him just on the strength of the organization and the background that we both dealt with. But at the end of the day, what I see him doing, bro, like literally, I shared on my community page earlier today This dude takes his donations and literally goes around in his town over there. What city in Texas you at?
Well, right now I'm in El Paso, Texas.
Okay, so in El Paso, walks around, finds random people, gives them a meal, gives them some extra some money, you know what I mean? And gives them contact information and in case that they're in a bad situation, holla at your boy. See what I'm saying?
I,
That's
for
real, bro.
sure.
That's real. That's real life. That's real spit, bro. You living by that name, by that code. Go ahead and talk about a little bit about that.
Well, from the age 11 to 25, I'll say, I was in and out of homelessness and institutions. You know what I'm saying? And I went back a couple of times on parole violations and things like that. But from those ages, I ran the street heavy. I was outside all day, every day. And a lot of times I was struggling, homeless, starving, and people really didn't care. And the ones that did care, they wanted something for it. You know what I'm saying? It was always like, yo, I got you, but you gotta do, you know what I mean? Try to play you in some weird ways. So there's a lot of demons out there. So, God blessed me to overcome the homelessness in my life when even though it took incarcerations and stuff like that, and it took a lot of lumps and bumps to, you know what I mean, to try to figure out where I was trying to go. But I've been through some things. And I'll go around the town and I see we got a town that has an oil refinery, but we got people sleeping on the street. You know what I'm saying? In America here, we got millionaires, but nobody wants to feed the poor. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there, they judge them, they look down on them. And I remember being looked down upon. You know what I'm saying? But God says don't let no one look down upon you. Well, all I want to do, man, is I know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people shouldn't feel like they're all alone. Yes, people make mistakes. Yes, sometimes it is a choice due to some kind of mental health disorder or whatever. You know what I mean? But at the same time, how can I eat and be healthy and then look at my neighbor starving? How can I have something and not be willing to share it and then tell you that I believe in God and then tell you that I believe in doing your best to be righteous, and I'm going to look at another human being, you know what I'm saying, almost starve themselves to death out here in these streets? And there's a lot of homeless. And it was a little appalling to me how they got money for all these wars, man. They spend $1 billion on rockets and all this other crap. You heard? Meanwhile, right here in our very own country, we got people sleeping in less than sheds, you know what I'm saying, in shambles, on rubble, still in 2022, you know what I'm saying, here in America. And I just don't like seeing it, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel bad. So I ask for donations, and people, whatever the people give me in donations, I go to the street and I introduce myself to somebody who I ask them, yo, fam, you hungry? You know what I'm saying? I see somebody living on the streets. I ask them, yo, you hungry? If they tell me yes, you know what I'm saying? Or even if I go feed them. You heard? If they're not hungry and I could do something else, then we do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but on some real shit, you also fed a dog today too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the homeless brother had a dog, so I bought the dog some dog food. Yeah, yeah, because he love his dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah,
got you.
man. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
man. So
That's what's up.
the
Like
dog
you
is
don't get a
somebody
number
too.
one. You don't get a number one just for the father, but forget about the kid. You know what I'm saying? You get a number
You
one
know
for
what I
them too.
mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel that, man. I feel that, man. Shout out to yo. My bad. I can't skip the people that are supporting us right now. So I said
Salute to the
Jet
chat,
Cal, yeah.
man.
Ray, you know what I'm saying, who just jumped in a little while ago. Jason, Dimitar, my brother since day one. Yeah. So listen to what he's saying. So tell me about because this interview is really about you. Because after, you know what I'm saying, once we're done with this, we're gonna jump into boxing, of course. But really,
Yes,
I
I
want
love it.
people to understand you, though. I want people because I'm watching you on your channel, and you already got like 4 point some thousand subscribers, right? You know what I mean? And you know, so you and this is you. You, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna call you King Copyright. You know what I'm saying? Like these
Copyright
dudes be
strike king.
striking you, yo. They be striking you left and right. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. That's a fact.
But at the same time, you're still doing it up. So you know what I'm saying? And then you showing positive energy. So tell us about some of the tough times, struggles, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of people watching from all walks of life on some real stuff. I already got somebody here from Australia, somebody here from
Salute.
Germany, and so you know what I mean. We talking about the whole world here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I love it. You know, not. Are you talking about the struggles of life or
Yes, whatever level you want to take it on. Because here's the thing: I'm from New York too, and I'm not. When I'm talking boxing, I'm talking boxing. But sometimes we gotta talk about life, right? And
yes,
so,
sir.
life is, what leads you to that sport. The sport is what I'm saying. It's something that happened in your life that led you to that sport. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if we're talking about sports. It doesn't matter about nothing. The point is we're talking about you right now. And so whatever level you want to take it to is okay with me,
You
brother.
know, you know,
Platform is your
um, my first time going to a upstate prison. You heard? I
platform.
went to Rikers Island a bunch of times, and I was in and out of that, and I never really caught a state bid until 2000, right? And I got sentenced in '01. I was living on the streets now, not by chance, but by choice this time. You know what I'm saying? When I came home at 19, I came home to a crazy mess in the streets. I was involved in craziness. I thought that I was getting my stripes by fighting all the time. I thought that that's how you become a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just involved in the craziness and I enjoyed it, but not because I wanted to be a gangster, but because there was kids out there that couldn't defend themselves and I felt like I should step up for them. That's just how I felt. I don't like bullies. I never liked bullies. I was raised by a bully. I couldn't stand the mother flower. You know what I'm saying? God bless him. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't stand it. So in 2000, my mom's had moved from the Bronx, you heard? And she went up to upstate New York. And she asked me if I wanted to come. And I couldn't turn my back on my friends because I finally had somewhere to go, but they didn't. You heard? So I had chose to stay in the street with them until we all found a place to go. And I started hustling and I didn't do it the right way. I went to prison to feed my friends and I'm not mad at that. When I came home from that, you know what I'm saying, I went right back to him and tried to help him again. You know what I mean? But that's one of my and those guys, even to this day on my Facebook and Instagram, God bless them. Shout out to Snacks, Ruthie Loca, Teflon, I'm saying Jay Diamond, you know what I'm saying? But even they kind of help inspire me, just the thought of them alone sometimes makes me want to do something for people. You know what I mean? I love them. But so that's kind of where I got the motivation to do these type of things is because of the things we've been through. You feel me? And a lot of them are
But
not fair.
you also you had some inspiration too in the last couple years, right? Based on what I've heard from you, bro, you've had a beautiful motivation that has sparked your reinterest in life, bro. Tell us about what brought you to Texas, bro.
Tell them, say that again. You cut up.
My
You can hear
bad.
me?
Why what brought you? Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, it's breaking up a little bit, but say that again.
Tell us what brought you to Texas. What brought you to Texas?
Oh man, yo, if I sat here and told you my whole life story, we'd be here forever and a day. You heard? And I don't want to keep you hostage. I got 3 felonies. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? But what brought me to Texas was I started doing a blog called Wounded Empathetic Thoughts, like I was talking about, right? And this is after I got baptized and all that. I changed my ways. I said, yo, I'm not doing the streets no more. That's it. I'm done with the streets. I went and I opened up a blog called Wounded Empathetic Thoughts in hopes that I could share my story to help other people. Because I felt like everybody's story who comes up and gets out of their troubles can help somebody else maybe get out their troubles. I felt like we need to aspire to inspire. You know what I'm saying? With other people, man. Maybe we can make, we can't save the whole world, but if we can help somebody one at a time, we can maybe help change the world for that one person. You feel me? But anyway, I started doing Wounded Empathetic Thoughts. I started blogging on Facebook, and my face would keep popping up on this girl's algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So she winds up tuning in because she was in this group in Facebook where I used to go live and talk about the arts of the heartless narcissist in hopes that people, you know what I'm saying, could heal from that and get the knowledge and the education that I was learning because I started studying it and all that. And everything I would learn, I would share with the people. Well, she was a therapist and she knew all about that type of stuff. So she started giving me more insight and helping me. And she started teaching me a little more. And she joined my blog talk radio station, became a co-host with me. And some time went on And then she told, and we came out here. We was just friends. I didn't think that I had a girlfriend or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We was just friends, and I came out here to hang out. We started hanging out, and one thing led to another. You know what I'm saying? I love the girl. You feel me? So here I am.
That's what I was talking about. Izzy Payne. Yeah. Shout out to
Izzy
Izzy
Payne.
Payne.
Shout out to Izzy Payne. Word up, man.
Yeah, man.
And her
So
Rugrats. You know what
that's
I'm saying? I love them too. You heard? Little.
what's up. That's
You
what's
know?
up. Yo. We got
Chante
Champ to
Capu, I salute, baby. That's my boy. God bless you, B.
well, tell them to click the link, man. Everybody's welcome over here. Lisa Bell, sis, Jason Brown, anybody that want to chop it up, y'all can chop it up and ask them any questions. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually we're gonna move it to boxing as Major Key Monday. But again, I was here. I go through my YouTube, subscribers list, and I watch what I watch. And bro, I've been more connected to your page than a lot of these boxing content creators lately, man, because I'm hearing real life, real spit from you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
And
that.
so,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
so
God is good, man.
I wanted to put a platform on for you as well. You know
I
what I mean?
appreciate
But
you, bro. That's what's up.
so you watch boxing though?
I used to watch it more before the a lot of things. I used to watch it more before than I do now. So I'm not really
Yeah.
up on the current events, but I do have. But it is my favorite sport. I just don't watch TV and none of that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you
It's been
got
a
some
long time
shit
since I
coming
turned one on.
around you, man. And if you around Texas, you said El Paso, man. Is that close? Because I really don't know Texas like that, right? Is that close, like to the south or the north?
That's the furthermost west point you could get. We at the end of Texas. There's no more Texas. If you go west from here, that's it. Texas is over. So we at
Oh, okay.
the furthest west you could go in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm next. You know, I'm
Yeah,
closer to like New Mexico, Arizona. I'm 10 minutes from Juarez. You know what I'm saying? So we out
because
there.
there's a lot of shit going on in your state right now as far as boxing, bro. That people would love to live over there just for some of those events that
Oh
are
yeah.
coming up. Yeah, man. Like we talking about, look, some things that might be happening with which doesn't El Paso border with Juarez? Somebody just asked.
Yeah. It does. I could throw a
Okay.
rock almost to Juarez. You know, I can't throw
Damn,
that far though because I don't got no athletic bones in my body. But if I could throw a rock, I could probably hit El Paso. I mean, Juarez. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, Jet Cow, jump on if you want. But anyway, yeah.
My
So what's called it? Go ahead. My bad.
Well, my main passion was hip hop. Always has been, always will be. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm
I'm a
from the
boom bap
BX too,
rapper.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the reasons I be feeling your channel too, because it's a blend of real life with the hip hop, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
I
my
can't.
thing. I love hip
I'm
hop.
from the BX, man. Look, I had a freestyle session with Smooth B, and you was playing Nice and Smooth earlier. Remember?
Hey.
Yeah, I had a freestyle
I grew up
session
around
with
them too.
Smooth B, bro.
That's
Huh?
dope. I grew up around them brothers too. I don't know them, but I've met them. I've been around them. You know what I'm saying? They be around
Yeah,
my
they
block.
used
I
to
was a
have the
little kid,
Jeeps.
so
People think it's a joke. They
yeah,
used to
they
have the
used to have
Jeeps
the
with the Nice and
Jeeps, yo, with
Smooth.
the
Yeah,
no doors. Yeah, running. I was
yeah.
around all that, and that's what kind of excited. That was very exciting as a young kid. You know, 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? 88, 89, 90, 91, coming up, seeing those brothers. That was always a good feeling. You feel me? Word, Nice and Smooth is funky. Word, forever, man. God bless
Oh
them
yeah,
dudes, man.
hip hop junkies, nigga. Hip
Word,
hop
hip hop
junkies.
junkie. Yeah. That's like the theme
You
song
know
of
what I'm
my
saying?
life. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
my life
man.
had a theme song, it'd be bam, 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 bam,
Yeah,
bam, bam.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I
that's
like
my
funky,
favorite
funky
shit.
style. I got a funky rhyme with a funky style. Yeah, I know what's up.
Hey,
Come
classic,
on, man.
classic.
Or some
I'm
Dwick.
still.
Remember Dwick? Remember
Oh man,
Dwick?
rest in peace, Guru from Gangsta. I met that brother too,
Yeah,
man.
for
One of
real.
my favorite people in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, fun story. I went to when I moved to Miami back in '96. I used to go to a barbershop called Clips, which was right by the falls on South Dixie on US 1. And Guru used to go there all the time. They had pictures with him and everything.
Hey,
Because whenever he went down south, that was like the main place that he went to. What's
you
going
know
on?
what?
Oh shit!
I
I
got
got
a
mad people joining the chat. Go ahead.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
hip hop story for you, right? But I'm not gonna tell it here. You heard? This is what I'm
Let
gonna
me just
do.
say what's up to everybody here real quick.
Yeah, let's get
Yo,
it. Let's get it.
Yeah, champ, the Capua,
The
like you said, that's your
Kapawai,
homeboy.
yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Victoria,
Jeff
what up,
Lucietta, the
Victoria?
homie. Yeah, it's SSC, Jed Kyle, John Blaze, hashtag
Hey,
CCD, MMA champ. I
hey,
know who you are. Ronnie Crow, Jed Kyle again, Victoria, and then
hey.
Lisa Bills again. Yo, sis,
Boom,
anybody
boom.
can jump on, man. Like most of the, I mean, you see, what's gonna happen is probably when because they don't know you, they being a little shy. You know,
It's all
after you
Southside.
leave, after you leave, they'll come on to
Yeah.
talk some boxing. But a lot of
It's
these
all
guys
Southside.
are
I want to hear that
regulars.
boxing spit too, man. Yeah, I want to be put on. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Word, man.
So
But real quick, man, I want to tell y'all, man, we
mhm.
got a hip hop story. I wanted to share my hip hop story, right?
Go
And
ahead.
if you go, if it's all right if I shout my man out, you know what I'm saying? Big
Yo,
Twin.
go ahead. Everybody's welcome here. They cool with you. They cool with us, bro.
Big Twin from the Meth Lab. That's DAMETH Lab. You heard? One of my favorite, my favorite hip hop channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by a brother from the Bronx. They call Big Twin. It's the Meth Lab. You know what I mean? Official tissue, scub missiles, and all that. It goes off. You heard? And we shared, you know what I'm saying, my hip hop experiences not too long ago with Big Twin. And if you guys would like to, man, I think that you would enjoy that, man. I think it came out beautifully. Twin's energy is always on point. Very good brother. My favorite, one of my favorite brothers in the world, but my favorite hip hop channel on YouTube is the Meth Lab. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Shit. Well, look, honestly speaking, man, who was it? Because I think I heard the Meth Lab offer, like it was a recommendation after watching your channel. But yo, oh shit. Lisa, it doesn't matter if your audio's not that great. Bruce goes also. Come on, like it's all good. It's all good. I know you guys are regulars. You know, just chop it up. But anyway,
Boom, boom.
yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? It's a conversation. It's a conversation. On Monday night, we trying to chop it up here. You know what I mean? We trying to give credit to where credit's due. You know, people actually using their you know what I'm saying, their donations, going out into the streets, spending a couple of hours of their own time, their own gas money, you know what I'm saying, their own video, their battery, instead of like, you know, just watching a bunch of trash on the internet, literally recording what's going on and how they being good people, good souls, righteous people. You know, I got to tap, man. I wish my freaking camera wasn't acting up right now, man. Let me see if it works right now. Because I got literally like I got a tat on my right forearm, bro, that says righteous, man. And that's my
Amen.
son's name. That's my son's name. I named
Let's go.
my eighth child. His name is Righteous, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
MMA champ. Hold on one second. MMA champ. If you're gonna be silly, I'm gonna kick you off real quick. If you're trying to be a serious man, I'll leave you on. What's good?
Yo, what's good? What's good,
What's
man?
good? What's good? You being serious or what's good?
Yeah.
So what you want to
hey,
talk about?
BX to Brooklyn. BX to Brooklyn,
BX to
man. What's going
Brooklyn. What
on,
up,
man?
B?
What's
What's
going
going
on? What's
on?
going on, man?
It's
Stop
so
it.
salsa.
So what's on your mind, MMA?
Nah, I'm just talking about, White, signing the Fury contract, finally.
That's exciting, brother. As a matter of fact, are you going to be up for a little bit? Because we're going to talk about that in a minute.
You talk about Tyson Fury?
Yeah, Tyson Fury, Dillian White finally signed the contract, so now it's going to be these two European cats fighting against you. You know about that one? Go ahead and
Well,
speak on
I like Tyson Fury. I like his character more than his boxing. You heard? To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying. I think he's a very great boxer. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to the heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying. From what I've seen, I'm not as maybe as in tune as you guys, but I feel like we don't really have a heavyweight division. So the guys you beating up now to
that.
me are
Because you're
basically
American. You old school. You old school. You old school. So no. Let's be honest, because a lot of us understand that look, if you're American, you want an American. It's not interesting if we don't
No,
have an
no,
American
no, no, no,
anyway.
no, no, no,
All
no.
right,
That's not
all
how I
right,
feel
all
at
right.
all. That's not how I
Okay,
feel at
all
all.
right.
I'm
Go ahead.
saying the talent, period, in the heavyweight division. You heard? I don't. I don't think any of the heavyweights in today's heavyweight boxing would have lasted a week in the '80s and the '90s.
Oh, okay. So you got okay. I got you. You got that point of view. All right.
Yeah, I don't care where you from. You could be from Watakatapitusberry. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I love everybody. You heard? What I'm saying is this, bro. A Tyson Fury wouldn't have lasted, you know what I'm saying, 5 rounds with Evander Holyfield in his prime. You know what I'm saying? What's this other brother's name that he just beat? The last one he just beat, not Tyson Fury.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. He wouldn't have went. He wouldn't have went 8 rounds. You know what I'm saying? With a Riddick bow. You heard? That's just how I feel. Now the middleweight and all the other weight classes, there's a lot of talent, I believe there. But I don't see the real talent in the heavyweight to me. That's just to me. I could be wrong. I don't know everybody. Maybe there's somebody I missed. But from what the last fights, the last couple of years I've been watching boxing, I haven't seen nobody in the heavyweight division that excites me very much. Now I like Tyson Fury because of who he is. I like his character. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a dope dude. He's fun to watch. He's fun to listen to. He seems empathetic and loving and caring. He seems like a good person. So I'm always going to rock with him. I hope he beats everybody in the world just because I think he's really cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. So Lisa Bell, since MMA, you really want to ask a question. So Lisa Bells, welcome to the panel, Queen Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, MMA. Hi, Latin Pain. Nice to meet you.
God bless you. Likewise.
So Lisa, you can answer MMA's question if you want, and then move along and ask Latin Pain any questions you have for him as well.
Okay, what was his question?
Well, his question was basically Tyson Fury. How do we feel about Tyson Fury and Dillian White being signed by Dillian White today? Apparently, because apparently that was the news earlier.
Yeah, I'm glad he signed, and so the fight could happen. Yeah, of course you want to see that.
Okay.
I'm glad he signed it. He just signed it at the last hour, but he signed it.
He only had till 1 a.m. their time, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it
or
was
midnight,
1 a.m. their time that they had to, yeah. But
okay.
Questions for Latin Pain and what he's doing with his cause.
Yeah, I was listening to you, about the hip hop thing. So you were saying you got a hip hop so you do like a little hip hop and
Well, I was talking about my brother the Meth Lab's channel. I was an artist, you know what I'm saying? I write rhymes, I rhyme.
Yeah.
You know, it's my passion. I love hip hop. But he brought up hip hop, and I didn't want to tell the whole story, but I did tell the whole story already, and it's on this channel called The Meth Lab. You know what I'm saying? Who's a very cool brother, very, very, a lot of beautiful energy comes from this brother. He's from the Bronx. He's hip hop, and we did an interview on that channel. If anyone's interested in hearing the story, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll check the channel out. Yeah. Because I had forgot somebody in the chat, I think it was Jedstar, he said Big Pun was his favorite rapper from the Bronx. And I was gonna say KRS-One, but I forgot he was from Brooklyn.
No. KRS-One's from the Bronx too. He was born.
I thought he was from Brooklyn. Oh, okay, yeah.
I believe he was born there, but he reps the Bronx, South Bronx. South Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Lisa, you know what's funny? Yeah. When he was delivering the food to the homeless people earlier today, he had a shirt with the Latin Pain logo on the front, and then in the back it had the Big Pun with a Big Pun pic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pun is definitely one of my favorites. Joel Ortiz, even though Joel Ortiz is like underground, but I always liked him.
Yeah.
I thought he was from the Bronx. Yeah.
Nah, Joel's though. Well, he's one of my favorite though, but he's from Brooklyn.
But he's from Brooklyn, yeah. But he's dope. Yeah. He's very lyrical. He's
very lyrical. Yeah.
Another one of the greats that people need to talk more about. You know what I'm saying? Is Thurston Howell III. You know what I'm saying? That's another great.
I remember him. Oh my God, you took me back.
Word,
forgot all about him.
Low Lives, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's one of the dopest that ever lived. If you actually pay attention to the lyrics, I mean, he spit, man. That boy can spit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dude is actually cool with a lot of my homeboys from the South, from Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in the South from '96 to 2004, like I was completely connected to the underground scene down there, bro. Like I met Jen down there. I met this dude, may he rest in peace, which was what the hell his name? Mike the Ripper. You know what I'm saying? There was mad people down there like Recognize. I got a track with Recognize, and he's part of Strange Music. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I met a lot of people in that underground scene, man, and they used to always have Thurston Howe down there, bro, like on some like alumni shit, like we need him down here. You know what I mean?
He's one of the most respected in the game, period. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Respected in the streets, respected in the game. You cannot, crack his respect. That's a true king right there. You know what I'm saying? He's really a good dude, really a real person. You feel me? So shout out
that's what's up.
That's how it works, man. Another one that they should talk more about too, man, with all due respect. One of the most lyrical people that nobody really, not nobody, but you know what I'm saying, doesn't get the credit or the props that he deserves is the brother Cuban Link.
Oh, I remember him.
Hold up, before we move to that, shout out to Drago Power, shout out Boxing Magic Mexside, and shout out to No Soft Spot. No Soft Spot, I believe you came here from Latin Pain channel,
Salute, No Soft Spot, God bless you.
Yeah, I remember him.
So go ahead, man. Go ahead. What you gonna say there?
No, I was just saying, one of the most lyrical MCs to ever bless a microphone who doesn't get the props he deserves at times, that's my opinion, you know what I'm saying, is Cuban Link. Yeah, he's very lyrical. Very, very lyrical. You know what I'm saying? He got a mind for music, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to throw that in there since we're talking about greats that's not always talked about, you know what I mean?
Cuban Link, I'm finna be the king of New York. Went from a tenement living into a penthouse resort. I'm
that's resort. Latino. That'll take you to war like Al Pacino. Man.
Even De Niro know not to gamble in my casino.
Word, facts, man. And we had a great time interviewing him too on the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you'd like to check that out. You know what I'm saying? But I always felt like
tell us about some of the interviews you had, man, because I seen a lot of interviews, man, when I first go to the channel, bro.
Well, when I first started the channel, like I was telling you, you know what I'm saying? I started off telling my prison experience. Then I went on to tell the rest of my whole life from 79 to the present at the time. And then we started doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? I started doing interviews and I had a morning show. When I got into now I used to do online hip hop radio years before, but I fell back when I went to some dark places, right? So back in the days, thank you, God blessed me enough to interview people like Billy Dance from the MOP, Fredro Starr from the Onyx, Mr. Cheeks came to a panel one time. Salute to Mr. Cheeks.
You're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had Mr. Cheeks. Mr. Cheeks. Yeah. Mac Dre, once upon a time. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? E40, Sugar T. So I got to meet some of those people. And if you go to the Meth Labs interview with me, you'll hear some more. But on this YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying, that I'm doing now, we got to interview Thurston Howell. Salute to that. Mellow Man Ace. You know what I'm saying? China Mac.
Now we got to interview,
you know what I mean?
I seen that China Mac one too, man.
Somebody got the echo.
Yeah, Lisa, you got an echo.
Who else? We got China Mac, Thurston Howell.
I seen the China Mac one. That was dope too, man.
Salute to King Tone. And if you in the New York area on the 26th, there's gonna be a big event for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Hosted, you know what I'm saying, by Epiphany Center and King Tone. You know what I mean? If you'd like to check that out too. And so we had Tone, Cuban, Mellow Man Ace, Karim Blizz Johnson. I mean, a lot of we had some cool interviews, man. You might want to go check those out too, man. Okay, I changed the name of the page to the Almighty King's Village because we're trying to teach the people that we have to be a village again. One of the problems in the earth right now is that we got so disconnected from each other, from years of oppression and poverty, and hatred is just rampant on the earth right now. So we're trying to aspire to inspire the people to become a village again, so we can stop losing all these kids, so we can stop seeing the murders in the drill community and in all these other communities. These kids have no leaders anymore. You heard? So if we could inspire each other to become leaders again, each one teach one. It takes the village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could because it bothers me. I'm from the South Bronx for real, and every time I turn on the TV, a kid from my neighborhood is dead, and not over what we used to die for, over strictly music, because the direction of the music is just all twisted now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. You said each one teach one, and it takes a village to raise a child, bro.
Yeah, it does.
But continue, brother. I just want to elaborate on that because that this is what we're trying to, like, when we come into the YTBC, which is known as the YouTube boxing community. It seems like everybody's interested in boxing at one point. Oh, there we go. Look, my face is back on. Hey, saludos. Hey,
glad you can make it.
Un aplauso, man. Listen, finally, bro, I ain't do shit. All I said, I guess my energy from sounding passionate lit this shit up. But yo, tell them about that. Tell them about that, man. Because that's what I'm trying to hear, man. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, we need a village to take a. You see, it went out again. Village to raise a child.
Well, think about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The establishment is real, son. You heard? And I'm not talking about blacks and browns. I'm talking about they're against all the poor people. You know what I'm saying? The 1% runs 99, right? And they confuse us. You heard? They do a lot of weird things. Social media can be an evil thing, you know what I'm saying? And they only want to push out, a lot of negativity most of the time. A lot of times the good stuff gets outshined by negativity. These kids are growing up with phones in their hand that we didn't have, you heard? They get all their information from here, so you got to be careful, you heard? So now you think about it. They push these agendas and this propaganda and all these things, even to your own children. And then we cry when we lose them, but we wasn't there for them, because now even us as grown folks, we're too busy on our phones too. So by the time you realize what your kid is doing, he's already far into it. He's already so into it that you can't tell him nothing. Well, we got to start making being cool the cool thing again. We got to start making love, you know what I'm saying, the rule. You know what I'm saying? We got to start, talking to each other again. You feel me? And be in a village, man. And else we're gonna let the social media raise your peoples. You're gonna let the establishment raise your peoples. When the establishment is raising them, because they are the social media, these big companies that we're looking at through our phones are the same companies that own the private prisons. You heard? They promote the bullshit. Kids don't even get signed to record labels no more unless they got real street beefs. So these kids see their favorite rapper with real street beefs, and they want real street beef only because they want to get signed. Now you can't tell them what to do, because they just want to make it out the hood. But we have to try to direct them some other way. They took hip hop. The problem with hip hop right now is that the establishment got a hold of it. That's who owns hip hop now. You heard? When it was for the people and by the people. Now it's for the people by the establishment. It's not a healthy thing. That's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? We letting the enemy dictate what happens to us now. So these kids don't even make it to 18 years old, half of them. You heard? Before they could spend their first check when they get signed, look at the K Flock situation. You know what I'm saying? He gets signed, a week later, he's in there for a body. This is programming. They're desensitized. We're very desensitized as a people today. You heard? So a lot of people.
The sad part about that one, I don't want to speak into, because it's alleged, right? That he killed the Trinitario, but in New York they don't have self-defense. Even though the dude came out of the barbershop, they don't have self-defense like in Florida. Florida's just stand your ground, stay like you come near me, I'm just gonna stand and shoot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be okay with that, and I'm gonna get off because you came at me. You know what I'm saying? But in New York, you're not supposed to have a firearm, period. You know what I mean? So it's crazy because now, if he does get convicted, bro, this dude is going to spend his whole life in prison with a green light. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yo, coming from your cloth, right? You know that right now, Trinitarios is nothing to be played with in the prison system in New York. You know what I'm saying? So that's a crazy green light to have on you. You know what I mean?
Well, the unfortunate reality of it is, though, that I'm a Trinitario. You a Trinitario. We all Trinitarios. We just don't know that. I'm a blood. I'm a Crip. I'm all that. We all one people, but we don't see that no more. We got so into it that it's retarded. If you look at every sector, every gang, every whatever it was, it started off for a good reason and went astray. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this to the people.
Oppression. And now we oppressing each other by not bringing ourselves together. Tell them about that, bro.
Well, it's been part of the plan since they let the slaves free. When they abolished slavery, they started building prisons. It's money. We're cattle. So they trick us. They program us with all these devices and all these, from school to prison pipelines and all this other stuff that people not paying attention to. I didn't pay attention to it. I'm a convict. I'm a 3-time felon. I didn't pay attention. I fell for the setup too at one point in time. But once you see the setup, then you start to realize that you're not really my enemy. You can't be my enemy because I'm not the reason that you're struggling and you're not the reason that I'm poor. You know what I'm saying? So we got to figure out who really is our enemy. And once you see who really is your enemy, we can stop hating each other. But we need more people to see what's really going on, son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Lisa.
So if I kill a Trinitario, I'm killing another black or brown man.
No,
or another
that's
poor
why,
person. Not even
that's
just
why
black or brown, poor.
That's why I interrupted, because I wanted that to be clear. That what you were saying was you could be a blood, you could be a king, you could be a crip, you could be a Trinitario. The fact of the matter is that we all through oppression, right?
You breaking up my bro.
Against each other for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's crazy. That's crazy.
Every time Lisa. You become, I apologize, Lisa. Go ahead, mama.
No, my bad.
No, I don't have no experience with, that or being incarcerated. So I'm just listening. You know what I mean?
Well, think about this real quick, Lisa, right? Think about this. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, the establishment, the game is set for the poor to stay poor and the rich to get richer.
Oh, yeah. Now I know about all that. Yeah.
Now the rich get rich off the poor, right?
Yeah, of course.
They get rich off the poor. Now, if you follow some of these big companies, right, and, and the umbrellas they're under, and under them same umbrellas, you're gonna see private prisons. You heard?
Yeah,
man. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that. So now, what the establishment uses to get to us, entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So now these kids want to be an entertainer. But they're teaching, things like world star hip hop and all these other things. Now we're our own worst enemy. We're doing it to ourselves too. There's a lot of people straight from the hood that perpetuate the bullshit. You heard that they sell it. You're selling my pain. You're eating off my pain. You know what I'm saying? You're eating off the mother who just lost her child because all his child wanted to do was be a rapper. But in order to be a rapper, you got to really bust your gun.
Yeah.
That's horrible. This is what we're teaching each other. And the establishment taught us to teach that to everybody else. This didn't happen just overnight. It's been happening. Even with the artists that we love and adore, we grew up to in the 90s, it's been happening. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, man, we got to start teaching each other these things so that they can see the setup, man. Somebody got to wake up. We got to wake up more. Right. Now, we're not going to totally abolish violence because that's a human flaw. You know what I'm saying? But we can quell it, especially in our neighborhoods. We can quell it, but we don't have no leaders. If you look at all the leaders of the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, if you knew the truth, you was going to get killed or go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The truth gets you murdered. So a lot of people shut up.
Yeah. Well, see, I remember when hip hop, when it came to wax, you know what I mean? It was out some years, in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Before it actually came to wax. But I had all the original like 12 inches, believe it or not. If I tell you the stuff I had and I went back, I was a kid. But I had all that stuff, so I do remember, and the different, how it started out, and then it changed, and then in the 80s it changed a little bit, in the 90s a whole different. It started getting more mainstream in the 90s,
And that's where hip hop started losing its power. That's where it started. It wasn't for it was still for the, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great artists. It's still for the people, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, if you follow it from the beginning, in the beginning, it was a tool to bring people together and quell the gang violence.
Yeah.
Instead of shooting in the Bronx, instead of banging in the Bronx, people partied.
They partied. Yeah, it was more party. Yeah.
They started breakdancing. They did art. They did graffiti. They did everything else but kill each other. The establishment sees that. That's a problem to the establishment. They're not
Right.
killing each
Right.
other.
And let me
If
ask
we-
you one thing, yo, Payne. Let me ask you one thing, and Lisa.
Yeah.
How many elements are there in hip hop?
Is it 5 or 4?
That's the point that we got even confused, Lisa. It's 5. It's always been 5. The part that we forgot was culture.
Yeah. Culture.
I'm
Yeah.
That's the most important part, and everybody
Yeah.
forgot that there was 5. They kept saying that right now they only think that there's 4. They think
Well,
that
it
it's just
depends.
playing,
It also depends on who you
DJing.
ask. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
Also
true. No, no,
KRS-One taught me it was 5.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying that. But that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But right now, when you like when you Google shit and when you ask people, everybody tells you 4, and it's crazy because I have to actually have arguments with people like, what you talking about?
But there's
You
an
forgot
element
about
missing.
culture.
But that's people that they lie and change history.
No, you're not forgetting about culture. You know, all right? With all due respect, because hip hop is the culture, and the 5 elements make the culture. Right? We're not forgetting about culture. You know what we're forgetting about? And this is something that I was taught by a pioneer. You heard? We're forgetting about fashion.
Yeah, fashion was a part of it.
Yes.
But they call it culture. It was under culture, though. It was under culture.
Yeah, that was under culture.
They're gonna tell you beatboxing, DJing, MCing, b-boying, and all that, right?
B-boying, tagging.
But they're not going to tell you about the fashions. If you study the lessons of the low lifes, for instance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Due to hip hop, a lot of America dressed the way America dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
That was part of the culture.
Yeah, that's true. That's part of the culture. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you. It's all part of that one culture, and people forget to call it a culture. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not just something you do. You don't just get on the mic and call yourself hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's a feel. It's a
way of life.
It's a way of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the establishment wants to disturb that. You feel me? And they see it. They don't want to disturb it. They want to alter it so that we can use it now against ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right. Right.
Once it
one
got
of the first
mainstream,
hardcore rappers I remember was Schoolie D, right? Out of Philly.
Shout out to Schoolie D.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying?
Cool G Rap, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the first one I remember was Schoolie D.
Oh, so you go back. You go back before me.
Didn't I just tell you I had the original?
Yeah.
I'm talking about I had Treacherous 3.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Super Sperm. Now I'm going way back.
I remember the song. I don't remember the artist.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Curtis Blow. I even had Jocko. Even though he was a disc jockey, but he had made that song or whatever. I had all of that stuff on wax. I even had Sequence. When B was Angie Stone was in the group. This is what I'm telling you. I had the original stuff.
Oh my blood boxing. You welcome up.
I like that name, Rider of the Storm, Psycho TV. That's dope, man.
Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang
documentary.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, yo, retro boxing. As a matter of fact, yo, you could pop up here. I just dropped the link because I don't know if you know him, latinpain, but that's actually one of the pioneers of the YTBC, which is the YouTube boxing community. He's actually one of the first people to actually do it. You know what I mean? He's been out in this game for years,
OG,
bro.
man.
Listen, OG and this shit. But listen, man, real quick. So I don't go back that far, but I could tell you that I do. Hey, listen, I do remember, you know what I'm saying, the Ghetto Boys, which, you know what I'm saying, this year Halloween fell on a weekend.
Oh, yeah, I remember them, yeah.
I remember Cool G Rap. I remember
Cool G Rap, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's so underrated.
Oh, he's so underrated.
After Ill Street Blues, he used to play him on I Got a Brother on the Run.
Yeah.
Things ain't never gonna change.
Yeah. Well, what's his name too? Royal Flush. Remember Royal Flush?
Yeah, man.
Yo, worldwide. Yo,
yeah, vaguely.
Yo, he was actually when Snoop came through and crossed the buildings, bro. I gotta give shout out to Queens, bro. Queens held it down when Snoop came out. Queens held that shit down because it was Mobb Deep, it was fucking you know what I'm saying, Capone Noriega, and it was
Capone and
Warren
Noriega,
Rush.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. The
they was
war
holding it
report,
down.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
But the more money you can make off of hip hop, the worse it started getting. You heard? Because now
yeah, yeah,
they can
yeah.
literally buy you and tell you what kind of artist to be. You know what I mean?
Because it got away from underground and went
Yes,
mainstream.
yes. And I'm
That's
not
what
saying
happened.
I'm not saying don't get your money, but you have to have a spirit of soul. Don't get your money on the expense of other people.
But
You know what I'm
that's the
saying?
record
Rely on.
company, period.
Yes.
If you follow the music industry, they want to. If your stuff is too gritty, or they want you to tone it down, you know what I mean? But for hip hop, it's different. They want you to actually turn it up.
Mm-hmm. You look at the drill rappers today, man. I don't like shooting at the drill
Yeah.
rappers. God bless them kids. But
Mhm.
they believe that beef is gonna get them the deal because that's what
Mhm.
our generation has showed them, son. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the establishment and these big record and even bloggers too. There's a lot of bloggers that get on here and they he ha ha ha, yo, look what he said, look what he said. And they pit people against each other, adding
Yeah.
fuel to the fires. You heard these what he
Yeah.
said? Now pride gets in the way. Now I gotta clap. What you say? You spoke who's packed, is that a third? And they listen, listen. In America, murder is down, right? Murder's
Mhm.
down, but not in drill music. If you look at all the
Mhm.
kids that get killed, they connected to most of them, a lot of them, too many of them are connected to music.
Mhm.
Every time I turn around and get on this internet thing, and I look at some, oh, kid got shot, kid, and you look at who the kid
Mhm.
is another rapper. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
Why
man, it's
this? Because
sad.
they programmed to do it. We running around here like you know what I'm saying? Chicken, animals with no head. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
all because of the spirit of the music in today's music, man. In that drill spirit. And I don't listen to it because I don't support it. And God bless them. I support the kids having a dream and a goal, but I don't
Mhm.
support the kids, killing somebody and then rapping about it so that they can get killed next. And then the other guy raps about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm smoking this one. And it's not a joke. Even us as even the gangsters I grew up around, if they did kill somebody, they stood shut. They let the people
Mhm.
mourn. They don't even let the people mourn no more. You can't mourn your
Mhm.
child when he's dead. Your kid get killed, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Lord Father, God forbid, a kid get killed in the drill community. That kid's family doesn't even get to mourn without a YouTube video talking about how I smoked this pack. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Without them kicking the candles over. How disrespectful did it become?
hey,
That's crazy.
hey,
Mhm.
Latin Pain. I'm gonna ask you one section. You gotta call them out now. Call out UK 47 boxing. Call out Guido Peon. Call out your boy No Soft Spot. Call out Jet Kyle and call out Jason Brown because they're all in the chat, and I know that they're not scared of hitting the link. So they
Hit
just
the
they just
link.
chilling in the
Hit
chat for
the
no reason.
link. Hit the link.
They just chilling in the
Pull up,
chat for
man.
no
We
reason.
having a good time, man.
For
Major Key
real, yo. We
Boxing
got Leisha
Special.
Bills
You
up
know what I'm
here. You know what
saying?
I'm saying?
We the boxing channel talk about hip hop
Yeah,
and
I mean,
everything
because we
else.
are part of the hip hop.
Exactly.
Listen, I come
We
from
got Lisa.
Source Magazine. Listen, Source Magazine, the Five Mics. Come on, I came up in this genre too. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you from the beginning, I was there, and I'm telling you where I am now. So,
Yeah.
even years ago, I was reading, Source, and what was the other magazine? Black, no, what was the other one? The real popular one magazine?
You had the Source. You had
What you
Word Up
talking about?
magazine. You had
Not Word Up, the other one.
the
I
Vibe. I
think I know
love the
what she's
Vibe.
talking about.
You know
It's
what I'm
like
saying? The
it
Vibe
was something
magazine was
like
great.
it wasn't Vibe. It was something along those lines. It was like oh man, I know it's exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember
Yeah,
the
I
name.
used to read all of them.
You
I
had
used to
Yeah,
Feds
even
magazine.
I used to even read
Don
Ozone.
Diva.
That was like a southern hip hop
Where you from, Lisa?
magazine.
You sound like a New Yorker to me. Where you from?
New Jersey.
the
Jersey.
bricks,
I
the
know
the,
it.
the
That's what's
bricks,
up.
the bricks,
Yeah.
Salute to
the
You could
Jersey
bricks.
is a
tell,
big part
yeah.
of hip hop. Jersey's a
Yeah,
very big
we
part.
had Lakim Shabazz. All the people, yeah.
Fuck
That's
that
going
shit.
back. Lakim Shabazz,
Redman was the
Redman, of
illest.
course.
Redman said, "Hey,
Redman,
listen."
Queen
He's
Latifah,
like,
all of them.
Hey, Redman said, "Yo, I damn near had to wreck a hoe. She knocked on my door. Who is it?" Hey,
Yo, you know
hey,
what? I'll say
Redman was
this
ill,
though.
man.
Stretch versus the whole wide world, man. Stretch,
Oh,
you know what I'm
yo.
saying? Because Stretch
Yeah,
Stretch,
is
Tretch,
the
I shoot
yeah.
my
truth.
dirt up on my lonely. Yo,
What?
Yeah, he was a
Stretch.
Stretch is the
beast.
Stretch is
Fuck.
the Stretch is the realest. One
Stretch
Yeah, I
of
is
the
love
realest
real.
him.
ever
Yeah,
lived. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
big Stretch fan, man. You
yeah,
heard?
yeah. You got a point with that one, man. You
But
got
the
a point.
yeah,
whole golden era, everything coming out the late '80s and into the '90s
yeah.
was really funky. You know what I'm saying? Was really dope. You know what I'm saying? But then it started to. That's where you started to see it take its turn. Now, mind you, we're not the hip hop is not the reason for all the violence. It's not. It wasn't. You heard? The streets.
Hmm.
What we was living in a different time where you had to get it how you live, and that's how people thought. But the establishment is the reason. And now the drill music is ran by these weirdos who they don't care about our people, son. They
Hmm.
just don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I could do a blog, right, talking about one rapper, what he said about the other rapper, and then do an interview, right, with this one rapper to get all the juicy, beefy details and never tell him, yo, shorty, there's more to life than that. You're shorty, don't fall for that. You heard? And
Hmm.
and then you go to the other artist and you do an interview with him, get all the juicy details about why y'all don't like each other, right? Hype it up. You make $1 million in sales, but the next thing you know, your head is leaking on a concourse somewhere. You feel me?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all a setup for these young kids, man. To tell you the truth, I don't want my kids to rap.
Hmm.
And that's sad because I love hip hop. Now we bring it back to boom bap and you share how the struggle goes and you share real knowledge and
Hmm.
truth and wisdom and understanding. And we bring it back to peace, love, and having fun and all that fly spit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll tell my kid, yo, you could be any rapper you want. You heard? But I don't want my
Right.
kids involved in that drill shit. I don't. And anybody who has children as a parent, you gotta ask yourself that question. Would you allow your kids? Do you want your kids involved in that, knowing that we losing kids like FBG Duck, King Vaughn? You know what I'm saying? That little kid,
Hmm.
a kid. I don't like the father that much, but God bless him. Chi Wit, WTV, whatever his name is. God bless him, Chi. You know what I'm saying? All these kids, man. These kids. The murder rate is where it's at because of drill right now. I'm not blaming all of it on drill, but a lot
Right.
of kids in that community are with the smoke and we hype them up. All these fake gangsters, all these fake OGs talking about bust your gun and all that. You hype them up, but you don't go outside and do it. The OGs ain't busting no guns. The OGs is on YouTube hyping the kids up. They not busting guns. You heard?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
bullshit. That's bullshit. Why would I tell you I don't like I don't like that? Why would I tell you to bust your gun if I wouldn't bust my gun, son?
Hmm.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on in New York with everything, man. But shit, man. Like I've been hearing a lot of this shit as far as drum music and all that. And I live in Florida, so over here is like Jacksonville. Jacksonville is like hot for that shit. You know what I mean? And I lived in
I
Jacksonville
thought that was popular in Chicago. Yeah.
too. Yeah, yeah. But Jacksonville for Florida is Jacksonville. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
yeah,
think the
yeah,
three
yeah.
hottest places right now be
Oh, you breaking up bad, my
You're
brother.
breaking up bad. Yeah.
my you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh.
so
Yeah.
can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So New York, Chicago, Jacksonville,
Hmm.
and Memphis, Tennessee. Those are like the four worst places right now for drill music.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, man. You know what I mean? Like people are dying left and right in all those the cities. It's
Hmm.
crazy.
Yo, look at this,
Wow.
yo. Yo, hold on. I want to grab something, but I can't find it. I apologize, bro.
Do your thing. You need to share the screen or what?
Um, no, no, no. Let me see. But if you look at this list of their rappers, right?
Hmm?
Oh
If you
man,
and you
yeah.
could Google it. You could Google it. Over, some reports saying, 230 something kids dead from drill rappers. From 2000 to now, what I'm saying? There's been so many kids, man. You
Hmm.
heard? There's been kids, bro. I'm not talking about grown up adults. A lot of these kids never made it to see 30, 25. You know what I'm saying? Now, back
Hmm.
in the days, we was dying too, but not because of the music like that. If you tell me that don't seem like there's a curse on the music, some kind of spirit on the music now, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep mine away from it. You know what I'm saying? Look, how many rappers have
Yeah.
died, right? Music tragedies, how many rappers have died in 2021? Just in 2021, right? You had Kango Kid, the most recent losses at that time with Kango Kid, Drakeo the Ruler, right? And they died, lost their lives Saturday, December 18th, 2021, right before the year's over. You know what I mean? And there was more. You
Hmm.
heard Baby CEO, uh, 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 Prince Marky D died. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Prince Marky D. DMX passed away. But the kids are not passing away from disease or
Prince
overdose.
Marky D, he died.
Yeah, man. But these
Oh,
kids,
oh yeah, that's right. The lights come on. Yeah,
yeah, Prince Marky D passed away. And
that's
that was
right.
sad.
Damn.
Black
Yeah.
Rob passed away. We lost
Yeah,
a lot of
Black
people,
Rob. Yeah.
but a lot of the kids died
DMX.
killing each other,
DMX. Yeah.
which was my favorite rapper of all time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, my favorite rapper of all
Man.
time. I love me some DMX, man. You heard? Talking about favorites of all time too. I'm sorry to change the subject. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I don't. A lot of people don't like when I say this, but Mayweather was the best that ever did it.
What you talking about? Boxing?
Yeah, I believe Mayweather was the best that ever did it, man. When I talk
See,
about
I.
see,
best
so,
that ever
so,
did it.
so,
You know
so now,
what? I can't
yeah,
say that. You know why? You know why I can't say that? Because I haven't seen every boxer.
and
So
no,
I can't. I would really have to study. You know what I mean? Huh?
bro, you brought your credibility level to 1,000 with everything you were saying, right? And then just shut it down to zero with your shit, bro.
No,
Good
but that's
lord.
his. I got you.
No,
That's
no, no, no.
probably
He's
what
my
he's
guest. I
seen.
gotta fuck with. I gotta fuck with him because he's my guest,
Yeah.
and we're talking boxing now, right?
Right.
The moment he said that, that shit went from
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
1,000% crisp to
well, he
doo.
mastered hitting and not being hit. I mean, who was the most elusive? You know what I'm saying? I like that elusive
Some
stick.
people say other people.
Yeah.
You know? Did you know?
I
Did you
like
know
it
there was
too.
a boxer? Did you know there was a boxer that won a round supposedly for not landing a punch?
Yeah. Willie Pett.
I wanted him to know. Oh man, Lisa, come
Oh.
on, we schooled here. We schooled here. I'm trying to get my boy
Oh.
on the same page.
You know who I like. You know who I like too.
Pernell
Uh, the,
Whitaker.
I love Pernell Whitaker. I
Oh,
grew up to that.
defensive mastermind.
hmm But what about the drunken master?
Yeah, but
Oh
that's
yeah, I
that's
love him too. Emmanuel.
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, but the thing is, right? But we got all these defensive minds, right? But you said he's the best that ever did it. A lot of people would disagree with you on that one. So you want to make a case for that?
well,
Because
first
now,
of all,
you can box it. Now people might actually click on the link if you're saying some shit like that.
listen, man, Mayweather is the most elusive, bro. He's nasty with it. He perfected the Philly shell. Can't nobody do what Mayweather did, son. He's got no scratches on his record. He could talk all the spit he want, and so could his fans, bro. Tell me who could beat him. You could say coulda, woulda, shoulda, but can't nobody beat that boy in his prime. You heard? Two. Not only is he one of the most elusive, he could hit you if he hit you. That check hook is something from God, man. You saw what he did to Ricky Hatton. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was hyped, go Ricky Hatton,
Hey,
oh, and
hey,
all
hey.
that. I used to sing it
Some
too.
people,
But
some people think that he did actually lose a couple of those fights. But before we jump in, listen, before we get full fledged here, because I can see you getting animated, and the crowd is pretty getting animated right now. They're like, "What? Like, yo, you said what?" Because you know
I
what I'm
love
saying.
Floyd Mayweather. That's my favorite.
Look, we love Mayweather over here, right? But we actually really good boxing fans over here. The boxing people here, we actually gonna break it down logically and like that. Yo, my brother Troy, where you went?
You
My brother
breaking up a
Chris
little bit,
is
my
about
bro.
to
You
be in the
breaking up.
building. Oh shit.
All
Can
right,
you hear me?
now I got you. Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I was saying that my boy Troy Grizzy, where you at, Troy? I guess he had a bad connection, but Troy Grizzy's about to jump in. He was in the background. That's actually like my co-host. He's my business partner when it comes to this YouTube stuff. He was just on here, but I guess he had a bad connection too. So go ahead, continue though. I'm just saying that now the crowd is gonna get a little animated because we talking boxing now. You know what I mean? So just so you know.
I just don't see in his era, you know what I'm saying? In the Floyd Mayweather era, he dominated, bro. He dominated till he was 40 years old, 47 years old. He dominated. He embarrassed the greatest of his era. He embarrassed them. Not only did he beat people, he embarrassed some of the greats. He embarrassed the Cottos and the
You said he embarrassed Cotto?
What?
No, I don't think he embarrassed him. That was a pretty competitive fight.
You tripping.
All right. Maybe he ain't embarrassing. You heard, but it didn't look like a fair fight in the end of it. You heard? The only time I thought that he was gonna lose, the only time I got scared for Mayweather, because I always was a Mayweather fan, and I love Cotto. I love Cotto. I didn't even want them to fight each other. But the only time I got nervous really is a couple of times when he, I forgot who he was fighting when he caught a good shot. But when he fought Zab Judah, I thought he was gonna lose that one. I thought Zab Judah broke the code on him until that melee they had in the ring, and then he got his wits back about him. He came back and did his thing. But until that point where they had that little rumble in the ring, Mayweather was losing that one. But that's the only time I could say he was really losing the fight.
Yeah, well, Cotto, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you watch that whole fight without, and I'm telling you straight up, I swear on my father's grave, being equal to 100,000 degrees of me being a boxing fan, I don't care what culture you are or nothing, just being honest and objective, right? Watch the fight without any volume and don't listen to anybody telling you anything and just watch it. And then score each round. And what you're going to find out is that shit was a lot closer than they made it seem. That's why when they read the scorecards off, Cotto just left. He left the ring. He just left the ring because he's I never had a chance. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that you're not wrong. I believe what you're saying. I'm saying though that was a fight I believe Cotto should have. I'm not saying he embarrassed him like he just ragged him. I apologize. That's a fight that I thought, me too, Cotto should have won, and he didn't. You heard? I think that's a fight that Cotto really wanted.
You on record, he didn't win. On record, I got you on that one. But yo, Troy Graham, my brother Troy Grizzy, what's going on, man? Yo, we got latinpain in the building and Lisa Bills, man. What's your word?
What's up? What's up, Troy?
Hey, respect everybody. Respect. How you doing?
Hey,
good, brother.
Great.
I was about to go to sleep, then I overheard someone say that Mayweather was the best to ever do it, so I had to chime in, chime in, brother. Yeah. He was, to be honest with you, I don't think any boxer perfected anything. I don't. They were probably real good at it, but I don't think anybody could perfect anything. I just think that he was real good at it, but he really wasn't my first choice in anything. I always tell people that I think he's a fighter with great skills, but I don't think he's an all-time great fighter. I just don't.
Well, you don't think he perfected the Philly shell? You wouldn't
Nope.
give him the Philly shell? No? You wouldn't give him that either?
No.
Who do you think? Yeah, because Troy Graham is actually he connected with a lot of these boxers, so these old school boxers. So who do you have as the greatest Philly shell?
No, there's no greatest. It's hard to. Nobody perfected it, but Ezra Charles was a master of it. He was real good with it. James Toney, very good with it.
One of the best ever did it. Yes, sir.
Right.
It's called the wedge before the Philly shell.
Right. And and Mike McCollum did his version of it from time to time. That's why he stayed so clean and upright all the time. So, nobody really perfected it. But if I had to give the nod to someone, because I seen them fight with my own eyes, it would be James Toney, because he knew how to turn it into an offense. He would roll with the punches and come right back, boom, boom, boom. Mayweather just used it for defense, but this cat, he would roll with it, watch, and just make you pay. Mayweather wasn't really. He didn't. To me personally, he didn't have that killer in him, like say like a Ray Leonard or a James Tony. I didn't see that in him.
Are
Now
you
he could fight now.
serious? Look
Yes,
at how
yes,
he
yes,
beat.
ma'am.
I disagree with that because look at how he fought
You got him.
Corrales. That was killer mentality.
Yes, I
Yeah,
believe that too.
that was a one-sided fight. So I can't say I learned anything from that fight. That was just a one-sided fight.
Well, you can't be like completely because here's the thing. We can't forget that Pretty Boy was a lot better than Money. You know what I'm saying? So Pretty Boy Floyd, you know what I'm saying, was a lot sicker than Money. He was a lot more
That was where
grimy.
the killer
You know what I'm
was. That
saying?
was when he was the killer.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So he was showing some killer instinct. Now, however, did Jose Luis Castillo beat him? In my mind, the first fight he did. You know what I'm saying?
It was so funny. I watched that fight about a year or so ago, and I can't really. I think he beat him the first time, and then the second time he lost on points. But yeah, I think he beat him the first
I
time.
don't think. I don't think that.
Anybody saying the first time is really. I think he beat him clearly the second time. But the first
I
time,
think that Castillo was dangerous. You know what I'm saying? For him,
Mm-hmm.
Castillo gave him a badass fight. Castillo probably could have beat that ass. He could have won, but he didn't. You heard? Mayweather got up out of that ass whipping. You know what I'm saying? By being Mayweather, I think that uh uh um what's my brother's name, man? He hit him with that one hit and he didn't follow up, man, for the rest of the fight. Sugar Shane Mosley had a chance. He didn't capitalize on. You know what I'm saying? And Zab Judah. Those are the only three dangerous fights I feel like Mayweather was about to, you know what I'm saying, take a loss. But they didn't capitalize on.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised that he beat Sugar Shane because Sugar Shane always lost to boxers. He was never any good. If you were a real good boxer, he couldn't get past your jab. He couldn't beat you. Vernon Forrest, Winky Wright,
Ooh.
Floyd Mayweather. He can't get past that jab. He can't beat you. You know that's just how it is. But me personally, why did he why did he change his mindset when he moved up to 147? Because he really was fighting fighters that were much bigger than him, except for one guy who outweighed him. But everybody else actually moved up to fight him. So,
That's a good question too, man. I thought
so
that too.
why did he change his mindset? Because it wasn't like he was fighting bigger dudes.
Yeah, that's a
Cause
I
good
he,
mean,
question.
cause he changed trainers. His father was more defensive. His uncle was more offensive. So he had both. You get what I'm saying? When he was Pretty Boy, or when did Roger and him part ways? Was it after Kodo? Yeah. So you got to look at the two training. You know what I'm trying to say? His father got him through that next part of his career because his father was more defensive minded. Now, Roger would just go out there, balls to the wall. You know that, how Roger was.
no, Roger could fight. Right?
Yeah, Roger could fight, but Roger would risk getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Floyd wasn't really like that.
Can I ask you a question too that I always thought, but it wouldn't make no sense. It's probably could have never happened anyway. But do you think that Canelo fought him too early in his career?
No, I just think he had the wrong train in his corner because he never switched up his flow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the whole fight. That's
Who
why he lost. He
was
was
who was
he stayed
training
on
Canelo at the time?
his
Reynosa?
his uncle, his uncle.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no. I think he did fight him too early. But I think also that depends on which way you look at it because
I'm
for us
sorry.
right
I'm sorry.
now,
No, I was talking about Kodo. I was talking about Kodo. I wasn't
Oh,
talking about
oh,
Cotto.
Canelo.
Oh,
I
nah,
thought you
nah, I
were
meant
talking about
Canelo.
Canelo.
Yeah, I asked Canelo. Cotto is a great to me. Cotto's the greatest, one of the
Yeah,
greatest ever lived to me.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I just didn't think that was his night. You know what I mean? I think he
Yeah. Well,
was
He
fair and square.
that's what I'm saying.
Canelo had
Canelo
more
for
than
me.
enough fights at that time. So I
Well,
can't
but
really
no, but
say
here's the thing. He
it
was
was
still
too
only
early.
he was still young, and the thing is that Mayweather was on a completely different class. So, but
Mm-hmm.
what I was trying to say was that even though that happened at that time, like that
Mm-hmm.
was just one loss back then, and look at how far that loss and everything he learned off of that has taken him to
Mm-hmm.
now. So was it really a bad loss? I don't think so
No,
because it
no.
was even a split decision. If you want to say it on the scorecards, I don't believe that, but nevertheless, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way it's gonna go down in the recording books.
Right.
Do you believe that we have to really, really check these judges, man, and do background checks on judges these days, man?
Man, we got to do a lot more than that, bro. But that's a great starting point. Don't get me wrong.
They should
Shit.
do that before they come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I seen some fights, man, that I'm like, hold on, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? How is it
Yeah.
that far? I think that sometimes money messes up our favorite sports, man.
Yeah.
We're trying to look into. You can ask Troy. Troy deals with a charity event, and he's trying to actually start some stuff where people get training to how to deal with contracts before they enter into any contract with boxing. You know what I mean? So they're not losing at the end of the day. So it's like little stuff like that. All those little components, they all add up, bro, at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have somebody that's on a corner, like where you giving somebody some money, right? To go get some food, and that's gonna be a boxer that probably had 2 world championships and nobody recognizes him. Because he never had, you know what I'm saying, enough money put aside. He never had no insurance, and then he's fucked up on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Well, since you shut down my greatest, you heard? Who the heck is your greatest, son? Who you think is the
Yo, for me, it's Sugar Ray Robinson, brother. For me, it's Sugar Ray Robinson. You know what I mean? And the reason why is because look, the dude went almost 50-0, and then lost one fight, and then went like almost another 80-0, 80 plus 0 before he lost again. You know what I mean? And then and he was moving up, and they're like, bro, this dude is a legend, bro. Sugar Ray Robinson, to me, without a doubt, hands down, most boxing people that actually care about boxing and look into it that deep will tell you Sugar Ray Robinson is number one. Now we can start talking about different people after that. Willie Pep, this person, that person. Yo, and it's all subjective. But even when you really break it down, I ain't even got Mayweather in my top 15, bro. Maybe top 20, but not top 15.
What?
Yeah, that's facts.
You got a multa, son.
Nah.
Hey, you gotta realize.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
Latin-pain, you gotta realize they fought more rounds back
They
then.
they did too.
So you have to put that
they
in.
They fought scarier competition too. I'll give them that. Yeah. Just
And
like when the brother Troy was talking about James Toney, he fought more dangerous people than Mayweather did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and you heard what he said? You heard what he said on the live when we did that last week with James Toney? We went live with him. We did a interview.
Yep.
James Toney. And what did he say? We like, yo, hey, James Toney, what fight do you think was difficult? He's like, none of them. I was motherfuckers and niggas weren't ready. James Toney don't give a fuck. Nobody was ready for him. That's the way
he's one of my all-time favorites too, man. Personality, skill, you know what I'm saying? A heart, you know what I mean? That's a real. When you're looking at James Toney, you're looking at a real human lion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you wasn't just looking at a human being. You was looking at something God created to be fierce and loving at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid watching Tony grow, when I was a kid looking up, I always used to say, that's not just a man. You know what I'm saying? That's a spirit. You know what I mean? Like he's something else.
That's what's up.
Word,
Who's
man.
that?
You know James Toney?
Yeah. You know, you asked who's everybody's favorite. Well, I don't have one. I got 3: Holyfield, James Toney, and Mike, and Mike McCollum.
Yeah, I got a lot of favorites too. Holyfield's definitely in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorites too. He's just a warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah.
Word. And you know what's sad though? Can I say something that's probably a little bit off topic? But the athletes that we grew up to, you know what I'm saying, versus the athletes that the kids are growing up to, we actually have people to look up to, bro.
That's true.
You heard?
Everybody wanted to be like Mike, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and even before our generations, or mine at least, you know, people had great people like Muhammad Ali to grow up with. Imagine growing up with Muhammad Ali.
I grew up with him. Yeah,
you know that must have been so beautiful. Dr. J, Hulk Hogan, whatever, I don't know, but we had
Yeah,
people
that's true. That's
you know,
true.
that made you want to be something. Now people get their money and they go to the club.
Mr. T.
They,
Mr. T. Remember Mr. T?
I love
Yeah,
Mr. T.
yeah.
I watched the episode of Mr. T where they asked him, not of a show, interview that he did back in days, and they asked him, why you got all this money, but your sneakers are so messed up. And he wore the sneakers that somebody in his family had given him, and he wore them till they beat up and broke and all that as a sign of humility or something like that. I was like, yo, Mr. T is the man. He ain't never gonna forget where he came from. You give him $1 trillion and he still loved the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Mr. T. Yeah, that's one of my favorite people, man. Word.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
But I thought about that, you know. Jerry Rice. I used to look up to Jerry Rice when I was a kid. Yeah. Jerry
Yeah.
Rice, not only was he one of the greatest, he used to smile for no reason for people. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we grew up, you know, times changed, man. I think social media and the world just changed so much. When you was a little kid and you saw, you know, I was what, 12, 13 when the first Dream Team came on. Remember what was that?
Of course, yeah, of course.
They were all killers on that team.
Magic Johnson, yeah, I remember that.
What?
They were all killers on that team. They were all killers on that
all
team.
The best that ever did it, you heard?
They were beating people by 50, 60 points.
What? And playing with it. It looked like the Globetrotters practice. They made it look like a Globetrotter practice.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, now I think people are too arrogant, you know what I mean? And they don't, you know, shut up. That's why I like LeBron. LeBron seems like he show love, you know? But
he's good, but he's kind of soft too. If you barely touch him, he falls on the floor like, you know, Reggie, what's his name, man?
Reggie White?
You know, from the Pacers. No, from the Pacers used to do, the dude used to shoot the 3-pointers all the time with the long arms.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie, yeah, he flops. He too big to be flopping, man.
Yeah, he's too big for that. I think it's an act. Sometimes it's an act, yeah. Let me get the ball
What
back.
up to OG Sinister, Taco TV, John Blaze, Jason on ACP Network.
What's up, everybody?
Ooh, somebody in the chat said, don't forget about Roberto Duran.
Yeah, see.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why Guido not clicking the link. That's my boy Guido. I don't know why he's not clicking the link.
He's definitely a legend. Roberto Duran, yeah.
What?
That was the only dude I know.
And tell you about every single legend that you forgot about in that top 15.
Right. But he's the only dude I know that can quit in the ring, right?
Actually, when it comes to the Hispanic fighters, Guido will sit here and tell you every single one that you forgot out that top 15 list, bro.
Yo, Troy, what you was saying, Troy?
That could quit in the ring, like quit during a fight, right? And then come back a couple of fights later, and the fans love him. He's one of the dirtiest fighters ever too, but he's a great fighter. The fans love him, right? It don't matter what he did. He called Sugar Ray's wife a Buta. He walked up to her and called her, you know, he called her out her name and everything. Fans love him. Anything he did, the fans love him. You know, he went to Panama by himself.
He wore his emotions on his sleeve. He didn't hide. You know, you gotta respect. You know, he wore his emotions on his sleeve. He didn't hide who he was, you know, out of boxing. He spoke it. You know, he was the kid that used to rob people in the tourist part of town where he's from. You know what I'm saying? He was really from the bottom. So, you know, some people might have not liked it, but you gotta respect the person that say exactly how we feel, no matter the consequences. I'd rather you snuff me with a hard truth than coddle me with a cold lie. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that nowadays, man. That's called abuse. That's called abuse nowadays. When you call, hey man, when you try to tell somebody the truth, that's called abuse. You know, you just being mentally abusive to Johnny. You know, you can't do that nowadays. You know, he's the only man I know that got knocked out by Hearns, right? Hearns the only man I knocked out that knocked him out on his face. And they asked him how come he never.
Which was another bad man.
And he was like, no. He actually never wanted a rematch with Hearns ever.
Now Hearns was a scary dude. Duran.
Hands of Stone never wanted a rematch.
Hands of Stone.
Yeah, no, because I missed for a second while I was going to get something real quick, but I didn't hear what y'all was talking about.
Yo,
Okay, cool.
talking of Thomas
I'm back
Hearns
on.
was
Yeah,
one of the
okay, got you.
scariest people that ever lived. That was a scary person. You heard? I don't think nobody should be back. You know what I'm saying? He looked like brain damage ready to
I think
happen.
Hagler was more of a
Oh
dog. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, in
He
the
was
sense
scary
that,
too.
well, they both was warriors. All of
Hmm.
these guys are warriors.
There's nobody in boxing right now. You heard? I'm not trying to discredit nobody, but at least in the heavyweight division for me, I don't see no one who would have lasted long at all in the 70s, 80s, or 90s in today's
Hmm.
heavyweight division. I think Canelo, you know what I'm saying, could have got somewhere. You heard? With especially with the trainers they had back then. But I don't think they make human beings the way they used to.
Hell no, you fighting one time a year, twice a year, 3 times a year at best.
You know what I'm
Come, come
saying?
on, come on, man.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
true.
Come on.
different. Yeah, nowadays. Yeah.
We had a guest on the show called Simon Brown, right? You
Hmm.
heard of Simon Brown? Yeah. Simon Brown was a tough guy. If he was alive today and he fought at 147, he would be undisputed champion at 147 if
Hmm.
he could beat Crawford. But he would have definitely fought all of them. These cats just don't have the passion and the heart to do anything nowadays. To me, I think everything's watered down, from
Yeah.
boxing to basketball,
Hmm.
football, all of that.
Plus, you could make a lot of money with one fight a year if the people like you enough. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But
They
but
preserve
still,
the fighters now. They preserving them more. But
no, but
some of
still,
them go out there and have wars. Not all of them now.
no, it ain't about no war. How you stay sharp with one fight a year? How you
Hey,
stay sharp?
well, you got to understand. You got to look at boxing for what it is now. It's just say depends on where you fighting, what platform, what network. Some of them may have a lot of fighters on their roster. They have to have the dates. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Now Guido just shot me in the leg, and I can't even shoot back. He said, "Yeah, that was a good shot, homie. I'm disabled now. Thank you very much." He said, "People love to brag about Mayweather 50-0, while fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez went 89-0. That's a fact. My bad.
That 50 is a joke because you
I,
know
I
who he
fall
fought
back. I
for,
fall back.
right? Because you know who he fought in his 50th fight?
A bus
Who?
driver?
Colin,
Oh,
Colin McGregor.
McGregor. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
That
you could
was that
say
was
it's a
a
joke, but
it's a
his
joke.
his legacy is solidified.
And his
It
legacy
doesn't
solidified.
matter what none of us say. The
But Julio,
Yeah,
man's legacy is solidified. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know, I get
yeah,
what
but
you're saying.
Mhm.
I didn't like how they did that either. I didn't like that they sanctioned that fight as his 50th fight, especially for
Guido.
especially for a person that has never been in a boxing ring, was an MMA fighter or whatever. But it's the politics.
that was straight WWF. It wasn't even WWE. That was straight WWF.
It doesn't.
Well,
I agree with you, but it's still.
oh
But the
man,
facts remain. We got to look at the facts.
he's in there like swimwear.
Do we like it? No,
But it is what
Katie,
it is, huh?
but it is what it is.
Well, my
Katie,
jaw hurts ever since
mhm.
Guido snuffed me. Yeah.
Guido snuff you, huh?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yo,
Yeah,
man, but yo,
Chavez had 89-0. Yeah, that was a hell of a yeah, that was
but yo,
Let
man,
me
yo,
ask y'all this though,
which
right? And
where's your key at?
let me
Yo, I'm
ask
right
y'all this
here. I'm
before.
right here.
Right. And let me ask y'all this
yeah.
before I jump off and go
Hold
to
on,
sleep.
yeah, because it sound like latinpain want to slide off too. So
No,
so
hold
go
on.
ahead.
I want to hear Troy. I
Yeah.
ain't
Well, all
missing
right,
this.
go ahead,
You
Troy.
Right.
gonna miss this.
Who's the scariest boxer right now? Who's the one that puts fear into anybody? Is
I don't know.
there exactly? There's no box out there that puts fear into anybody, is there?
No, I
None.
don't think so. You know,
I mean, we could go
Deontay
from
Wilder was looking like it for a little bit, but I think that was just the cameras that made it happen for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not in
yeah,
the
I
ring.
mean,
You know, the
they said
commercial.
it was Wilder, but it I get it. It was the knockouts and everything, but
But he's
No,
fighting
it was
bus
like
drivers. You know what I'm saying?
that was the issue, the level of competition. That was all. But can he punch? Hell yes, he can punch.
Oh yeah, he could punch, but you gotta be,
He can punch.
you could punch, but like punching a tree is different than punching a man who could punch too, and who could move and who could dance. He's not
Mm-hmm.
fighting nobody who could do all of the above. You could be the strongest dude in the world and get your ass whipped if you don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's scary no more. You know what I mean?
And Fury
this is
was
dope.
just a different animal. Yeah, just
Yo,
a different beast.
Hey, yo, Major
Oh, by
Key.
the way,
What's
by the
good?
way, Fury getting knocked out. Fury's gonna get knocked out.
Who?
Tyson Fury is gonna get knocked out.
Eventually. On this next fight?
Yes,
You think so?
I'm 100% positive. 100%
What's up?
Nah.
What you got for me, Latinpain? What's
Nah,
going on, man?
Nah.
What's going on?
I don't
Latinpain.
think. Yo, listen. Tyson Fury, he's coming to the ring with Jesus. Ain't nothing gonna happen to that boy. You heard?
Hey, Latinpain, if you let Troy Graham entice you with every comment that you gotta say every time you're gonna leave, he's gonna say something funny, and then you're gonna be like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" And
Yo,
you're gonna
'cause
stay in here, brother.
that's the setup. That's that bullshit, black. Yeah.
That's the setup. Yep.
Where you from, Latin Pain? You from Brooklyn?
I'm from the
Or
Bronx,
you
New
from-
York, sir. I'm from the Bronx.
Where in the Bronx? Where in the Bronx?
I grew up. My family's from 188 from Webster. We moved to Bedford Park. I grew up in Bedford Park till I was 12, and then the rest of my life I stood around the White Plains Road. You know what I'm saying? Allerton, AD, on out every
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You didn't say
You know what?
Allerton
Troy
Avenue.
Graham.
You
Yeah.
no, you
Graham
didn't.
is from like Troy Graham and
Allerton
myself.
Avenue.
We connected from Allerton Avenue.
Oh, you from
Yeah.
around there?
Yeah, man. From the Coops.
Oh, you from? I'm from
Parkside-
Parkside Projects.
Parkside Projects.
I'm
Yeah.
from Parkside. Hey, what up, neighbor?
What year?
wow.
What year? What year, Latinpain?
Yeah.
What year? What year?
I was
What
in-
year were
I-
you out there?
From 92 to infinity. You know what I'm saying?
So then you got to know my
You know
family,
Cordell.
because
Yo, check this out real quick.
Hey,
I
listen, you got to
apologize.
know
I'm
my
looking-
family over there, homie. You got to know my family, bro. I dead ass serious. Everybody knows my family over there. You know what I mean? But go ahead. What you gonna tell Troy?
Hold on, let me see if it works. Yo, look at
Right.
yo. Oh man, is it gonna work? I don't know if it's gonna work. I try to
Yeah,
change
I
my
see it.
the background that I usually use. You see the background I usually
Yeah,
use?
Yeah, I see it.
We can see
Oh,
it.
I don't
worked.
see it. All right, that's Parkside Projects right there.
Yeah. That's across the
Wow.
street from the
That's
from the
we
third court where I live.
You live in the third court. I'm across the street from you. That's crazy.
Right.
I was,
So, you know,
my family was in the second court, right there, right before you
That's
cross the street
crazy.
after the Amber courts.
We probably hit each other and don't even recognize that. You heard?
Yeah.
right. So you knew Cordell?
What's up?
You knew Cordell?
T, the twins, Cozell, rest in peace, Jerry Freitas. I knew so many people over there, man.
There was Wesley. There was
What about
Wesley out
Big
there. There
Peace,
was Snar.
Izzy Cologne, man. Rest in peace. That was my big
yeah.
bro. Shout out to Izzy. Wow, man, that broke my
Yo,
heart, son.
There was Wesley. There was Wesley. There was Snar. There was the Puerto Rican. Yeah, Snorri. Yeah, Snorri. That's my homie.
These are
Yeah.
my people I grew up with. Wow, man, what a small world, son.
Yeah,
You knew
Snorri,
Shorty
yeah,
too?
yeah.
Did you know Shorty?
A big yuck mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Desmond. There was
Desmond Cole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Desmond Cole. This is who raised me. You talking about my friends and family, man.
You remember the Puerto Rican family there with Big John, Johnny Boy. He ended up being 5%. Mello.
Yes.
Those are my cousins, man.
Stop playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we all moved in the same crowd. You knew Dominique too. Dominic who hung with Shorty all the time. Dominic who
little Puerto Rican Shorty.
Yeah, little Puerto Rican Shorty.
Yeah, man. Those are my friends and family you're talking about, man.
And Dominic was from Trinidad.
I thought he was Jamaican. My bad, but yeah, I know who you're talking about, man.
I actually had him on my show because the cat sings now,
Mel,
right?
You lived in the same court with Mel that had the scar on his face, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
And
Jamel,
Boo and all of them lived in my court too. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
What part of the Bronx is that?
That's the Allerton Avenue
Allerton
section.
Avenue.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
White
But
Plains Road.
For the two
what
trains off
what
White Plains
part
Road.
is it?
Yeah.
Like Williams.
Oh, North
okay.
Bronx. That's North Bronx.
Yeah, Northeast.
What train go there?
The
The
two
two
trains.
and
2 and the
5.
5.
Oh, okay.
You were the
You
Diamond
thought-
5, not the real 5. You know what I'm saying? Like the Diamond 5. Like, yeah, the real
You
5
thought
goes
dead
up to.
presidents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the real 5
Yeah,
goes up to.
yeah.
I forgot what the name of that shit
Well,
is.
it turns. It's 1-5 goes. It turns
Yeah,
at
after
180th.
180th Street. After 180th
But
Street.
the
Yeah.
other one, the 2
Mhm.
and the Diamond 5, like you say, keep
Yeah,
going.
the real 5 goes to Dyer Avenue. Dyer Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, yeah, Lisa, you thought dead
Wow,
presidents, right?
Yeah.
Right. You know, that was based on that was based on our neighborhood back in the
On
day.
our neighborhood. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
man.
Yeah.
That was based on our
Wow,
neighborhood.
Troy.
Yeah.
I used
that's
to
what
hang
I
in the
told you,
Park.
man. Like, motherfuckers
I
from
used
the
to hang
Bronx,
in the
man. The Bronx ain't
Parkchester
that big.
area.
That's
Yeah,
my
well,
favorite section of the Bronx. You know, when I moved there when I was 12, going on 13, and it's still like my favorite, you know what I'm saying, part of the I love the whole Bronx, don't get me wrong. But that's where I came out the house, like for the most part, where I started coming outside on my own and trying to learn how to be a man. And my trouble started there, and my love, started there. Everything started there for me. You know what I'm saying?
Izzy, yeah, man. Izzy had the best hands ever, man.
We used to call him King KO.
Yeah, that dude used to hit me 4 times before I get off one punch.
What?
Izzy was like that with his hands. Yeah.
His brother threw me in. His brother tried to teach me a lesson on Rikers Island and threw me in the wrong house on purpose. Yeah, like these are my people. You know what I'm saying? Word, son.
Yeah, you know, and Stu lived in the first court too. You know, the Golden Glover, the dude who had the
talking
Golden
about
Glover.
Golden Glover, who almost made it, man. A Puerto Rican Bobby. You know what I'm saying? A Bobby from Parkside too was nice with the hands. You heard?
He was fast as all hell. Yeah, he was
fast.
nice.
He was fast on the flower. You heard? Word, man. That man. You know, it's so sad. You know what I'm saying? That I love that neighborhood, bro. I love that neighborhood. Now, if you go, are you still there? Because if you see it now, sometimes it's sad.
Man, nah.
It got really bad. It got really bad, man.
I live in Maryland, but I had a cousin that lived in the first court. You know, Big Mark. I don't know if you knew Big Mark. Big Mark, you know, Jamaican Mark. He hung with
I think
Julian.
I know him too.
Yeah.
Remember Peaches?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, yo, come here, son. Hold on. I gotta give you a bro hug real quick, my nigga.
Yeah, man. Hey, I understand because I'm from the PJs too, so I get it.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what's up, man. Really nice meeting you guys too, man. Y'all made my day. You don't even know.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you too, latinpain.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt like I was at home talking to you because I could relate to everything.
Hey.
Yeah, because we used to go to that bodega there by the train station, right? Right, latinpain. When this was back in the '80s, like early '80s. You could get a sub, a soda, and chips for $5.
That was
back
dope.
in the day.
Yeah.
Yep. Which bodega are you talking about? The one on Allerton or the one on now and White Plains Road?
No. This on White Plains Road. Let's say you're getting off the 2 train, and it's right down the block from the McDonald's. Let's say you headed to
Road. On Brighton Street.
You talking about Mace Avenue or like?
Yeah. Let's say you headed up the Skate Key Way.
Oh, going that way.
Yeah. That's Mace.
Yeah.
Towards Mace and all that.
And Poppy, you had to tell Poppy twice. You had to tell him your order twice. I would want, because back then I was eating pork. I don't eat pork no more. I would tell him I want ham and cheese, right?
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, okay, you want turkey and cheese?" I'm like, "No, Poppy, I said ham and cheese. I said ham and cheese."
Yeah, I grew up. I went to junior high school 135 down the block.
I went to 135. Homie, how old are you?
I went to 135, man.
Yo, how old are you, bro? Don't tell me that you went to. Yo, don't tell me that you went to Frank D. Whalen MS 135, bro.
Yes, sir. With Mr. Weatherwax and all that.
How old are you, son? How old are you?
I was born in 79.
Bro, I was born in 80. We must have been in the same school at the same time because I went there from 6th to 8th grade. Do you know Stevie? Do you know Stevie?
Who doesn't know Stevie?
Yo, my nigga, that was my homeboy from Allerton. Listen, hold up, Troy. Hold up, Troy. Bro, I used to take the dollar van back to B Road because my whole family lived by Allerton, and then my brother and my grandmother lived right there on what was it? Right off of Mace Avenue. Was it?
You know, when you came on camera, son, when you
Kruger,
came on
Kruger.
camera, I apologize. When you came on camera, you know, I didn't say nothing, but I thought to myself that I saw that face before. You heard? Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, I don't see your face. You heard? So when you came on the cam, you heard? You too. This is crazy.
My man. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you right now. From 1990 to 1993, I do MS 145.
All right, so now check it out. I got left back, right? I was in another school. I was in junior high school 80 because but this is before we moved, right? And then in 92 we moved over there. I still went to 80 for one more year, but in 93 they transferred me to my zone school since I lived on Allerton. They transferred me to 135. My baby's mom's, her name is Emily.
That's your cousin, isn't it?
Emily, yeah.
No, I'm talking to Major Key. Don't you have a cousin?
No. I don't have a cousin named Emily. No.
Yeah,
my cousins are Michelle and Lisa.
Emily.
Michelle, Lisa, and Jason.
She used to be Desmond's girlfriend. It was Desmond's girlfriend first, and then I wound up having a baby.
Okay. Desmond, and Desmond used to be LeBron, right?
Yo, Desmond was 12 years old with muscles all over the place, son.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the Desmond I know.
I used to be like, yo, what the heck? I used to be like, what kind of babies we having in the Bronx? This kid was 12, 13, and he looked like a Vander Holyfield for no reason.
Yeah, that's facts. That's
a fact, man. Parkside, we was a different breed, son.
Yeah. Stevie was the most popular kid out there, bro.
Stevie was the most popular kid in the world.
Out there.
You know, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers, too. We lost a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Sydney with the afro.
Yo, Sydney. He was from B Road? He was from B Road?
He was from Parkside. White Boy Dave, I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? White Boy Dave, a.k.a. Bronx Tail. God bless him. So I don't know what happened to these people. You know what I'm saying? That's my area, man. Damn, you guys said a lot of names that I love to see again. Rest in peace, G. Freighters, man. If y'all don't mind me saying that, Gator. You know what I'm saying? Shonda Tyrell. You know what I'm saying? And the whole Tyrell family from the Coops. You know what I'm saying? Like, these is my people, man. Wow, son, I ain't even coming here.
You ever met Garcia? Garcia, told Jamaican dude, Garcia. Man, I fucked up Garcia, man. He said some shit about my father. My father was dead. Yo,
Carlton, Ainsworth.
I went off on Garcia back in those days. But anyway.
Wow, man. Yo.
Why you beating up Jamaicans, though, man? Yeah, man. Why you pick a fight with a Jamaican, though?
You know,
man, he talked about my father. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck what coach you are once you start talking about my father.
Yo, you know at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you from uptown, man. I don't care if you Puerto Rican, you Jamaican too. Like, that just living around, that's my favorite part of the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And Jamaican culture is one of my favorite cultures. You know?
They used to talk patois, they used to talk Spanish.
And without the sound system culture, we would have never had hip hop and a lot of great things. You know what I'm saying? And even to this day, you know, if I moved out the Bronx, it's been a year and a half. I don't live in New York, but it's still my favorite place. You know what I'm saying? White Plains Road, Parkside, Gun Hill, Burke Ave, all the Hollands and Krugers and Olinvilles and Walkers and all. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite part of life. Like, I'm glad that I came
after Pelham Parkway is Allerton, then it's Burke Ave, then it's Gun Hill, then after that it's I don't remember the rest, man. All the way till you get to 241st. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's 215 after that, right? It's 215,
225th,
225th, 235.
Yeah,
right.
233rd and 241st. Yeah.
What was the projects back there off of 225th? Edenwall
projects. Yep. Shout out to Edenwall too. You had Gun Hill, Edenwall, Baychester, Eastchester. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was up on B Road and Gun Hill, man. I was up on B Road and Gun Hill though, man. But my whole family lived.
There was a time there was a time where if you lived on Boston Road and you was going to 135, you might have to knuckle up unless they already respected you.
There
No,
wasn't
it
no
was
money.
definite.
Yeah.
It was definite. Me and
You had
Troy
to
talked
knuckle up
about
to go to
this.
school.
Me and Troy talked about this. There was always beef with Allerton and B Road, bro. There was always beef over there.
Always beef.
Between those two crews. There was,
And
but it's
vice
like my
versa.
family lived in Allerton, but I lived in B Road, so I had more beef with B Road niggas, even though I lived there.
I can tell you how that
they didn't
started
that I
because I'm
had my
older than
family,
y'all.
you know what I'm saying, in Allerton.
Something about the bridge, right? Tell me how it started.
Well, this is how it started. You know, back in the day, like on Halloween, right? Boston Road used to try to come through the neighborhood 75 deep and just wreck stuff. And we just wasn't having it. We just wasn't having it. That was just the height of disrespect, man. That was the height of disrespect, and that's what set it off. Every Halloween, 75 deep, they try to walk through our neighborhood. Wasn't having it. And wasn't having it. And then there'd be fights at the school too after school and all that. It was
Skate Key was a local stomping ground for people to meet
right.
up. You couldn't be from
Right.
Beat Road and just thought you was going to hang out at Skate Key.
There was another one. That was another one, a big fight that started there with a cat from Boston Road. I can't tell y'all the whole story because it would involve some family members. But it was a cat that I think slapped a girl from Allerton, and he was from Boston Road, right? And that started off a big fight, and then there was a couple of people that got run over, put in the trunks, and I'm gonna end the story right there.
Well, look, let me say this too. I remember going to Skate Key on a regular basis, right? And with my cousin from Allerton, right? And that's when my brother and my grandmother were living on Kruger, right there, across the street from 135 and all that. Like we used to hang out on the steps in the back of 135 on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? Like because or that little there was like a little hut across the street, like a little like a stone thing that you just like step into and you could sit down. It was like a bench and shit, and you could duck down and smoke.
That building with the thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
about. Yeah.
So we used to chill over there on a regular basis. But I used to go to Skate Key on a regular basis with my cousin, and I remember the first time that they said that I was actually skating pretty good at that time. They like, oh, the first people around the the ring and come to the DJ booth get a snippet tape. So I went. And then I get out of there, and then I play it when I get to my brother. We gonna chill that night. So I get with my brother, and we listen to it. Guess what it is? It's fucking Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, the snippet tape, before he even never dropped that album.
Dope.
I heard 22 Twos. I heard everything, bro. I heard everything. And my brother's like, yo, who the fuck is this? I'm like, yo, some dude named Jay-Z. He's like, oh, word? That nigga nice. And then we go out on the corner, right, off of Mace Avenue on White Plains Road, and in front of the McDonald's that you're talking about, right, this motherfucker Fat Joe's hanging out over there.
Oh, wow.
Fat Joe was down there, bro.
Now, remember, Armageddon came over there, too.
Yeah, Armageddon was from Allerton. Yeah, Armageddon was from Allerton. I used to see him walking up and down the street all the time.
Yeah, I got a story on my page about that too, man. You know what I'm saying? Not him, but him. His people shot at me with a BB gun when me and my little brother used to steal from the store right there, and they used to hustle there. They told me not to come back. I didn't listen. I kept coming around. They scared me away with a BB gun when I was like 13.
Damn, son.
Bro.
I remember on that corner by the 2 train, you had pretty much the diner. There was a diner. Like it was like a morning and afternoon diner. Then across the street there was like some kind of like little clothing store. But then if you walk on the side of that, there was like a pool hall on the second level. Mm-hmm. Across the street there was like a fucking supermarket, right? And shit like that. Yeah, bro.
One of the twins got murdered in that pool hall when I was new around there, son.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that family, man. God bless them. And the people that killed the kid was the people that lived right above me on Kruger. You heard?
Damn, son.
But yo, man, God bless you guys, man. I really got to dip up out of here, man. I got
I appreciate you popping up, man.
All right.
Miss
It was
Lisa.
great meeting you.
Miss Lisa.
Yeah, God bless you too,
tell everybody where to follow you, brother. Tell everybody
You know
where to
what I'm
follow
saying?
you
Yo,
before you
yo, yo,
bounce.
Mr. Troy, yo, my neighbor. God bless you, neighbor. You heard? God bless you, B. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Respect,
Major
respect.
Key Boxing, man. Bro, this is a dope platform you got here. I really appreciate you having me, man. I had a very, very good time. You made my day, my boy. You guys made
No
my day.
doubt.
Thank you
Yo,
guys,
tell
man.
everybody
You
where to
heard?
follow you. Tell everybody where to follow you though before you
You
leave.
can follow me. You can follow me at the Almighty King's Village. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, just do God's work as much as I can, man, and bring the people back into being the village, man. My name's latinpain, real life for a spirit without the bull. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. Never let a demon stress you. I really appreciate you guys for having me, man. For real.
No
Thank you
doubt, brother.
guys, man. I see you on the 2 trading
Respect.
segment. You heard? One love, everybody. One.
Respect.
Thank you, my bro. For real. I really had a good time, man. Thank you
No
guys,
doubt,
man.
man. I appreciate
God
you
bless
coming
Man,
up.
anytime, man.
God bless you guys, man.
God bless you more, man.
Later, yo.
All right,
Later.
I'm gonna bounce too. Y'all have a good morning.
All
It's 1 in
right.
the morning.
You too.
Tell everybody where to
What's
find
up,
you.
Guido? What's up, Guido?
Hey,
I'm
what up?
good,
What up?
man.
What's good? What's poppin'? What's
Everything's
good,
good,
Lisa? How
man.
you doing, Lisa? What up, Glenn?
Chilling. What's up with
on?
you? Now you come on, huh?
Damn, I came at the last minute. Shit.
No,
Man,
that's
go ahead,
okay.
go ahead, do your thing, man. What you got to say, bro?
Nah, I wanted to talk to this dude, but damn, he's bounced. That's all good. But yeah, he's right, man. Shit, it's like that in the bounce, you know? Yo, Glenn, you know, I tell you, there's a lot of Dominicans now, right? Cross that bridge, right? You know, when you get over Gun Hill Road, you know, when you're about to cross the bridge, right?
Yeah.
That's all Dominicans now. You know that, right?
What bridge?
You know when you cross that, you know when you get over Gun Hill Road, right? By the 2 train, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you take the 39 bus, right?
Yeah. Oh, so
Let's
you
say,
going
you
the
know, you're
opposite
about
way,
to
like
take you
towards
all the way.
Masalu Parkway?
Yeah. Huh?
You taking the bus towards Masalu Parkway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that way. Okay, I got you.
It's crazy because it's like 2 different roads in one, you know? Because
Yeah,
when you land in Gun Hill, it's all Jamaicans, right? And when you cross the bridge, it's all Dominicans. So it's crazy. It's like 2 different roads right there, you know?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow, yeah.
And I know it's a time changed a lot. It was like 30 years ago, right? Compared to
Yeah.
90s and 2022. So, you know.
Yeah, man.
Times change a lot.
Times change, yeah.
Yeah. But the Jamaicans still holding the dollar, you know? From Gun Hill Road to 244, that's
Oh,
Jamaican.
okay. Yeah, I heard of Gun
Yeah.
Hill Road, yeah.
Yeah, Gun Hill, but where I used to live, bro, that shit was like literally like completely Jamaican. Like I learned how to pick up a soccer ball with the Jamaicans. My mother used to run a number spot, like literally Jamaican.
Oh, okay, your mother.
Yeah, like literally, literally when they was doing a raid, literally when they was doing a raid, Lisa, Jamaicans used to not ring my doorbell, and my mother would let them hide out for a minute in my crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how
So
it
you,
evolved. Like, you know what I mean?
so you know about the dream books and all of that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
You
all
know
that stuff. I remember all that stuff, man. That's why when
Hey,
you
yo,
said
Glenn,
the number spot, I had to laugh.
Yeah, you know.
Yo, Glenn, I wanted to go back to that diner that you was talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yo,
About
that
what?
diner's the shit, bro. Shit. They need
Oh, you talking
some
about right
pounds
there
here. That
on
shit
the
is the
corner
shit.
of
You know?
Allerton?
They still
Yeah.
got that. You know that, right, bro?
Yeah, I didn't know that because my grandmother used to take me there on a regular basis. Like
It's still around, bro. It's just great. Yo, they got some good ass breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. Shit, you know?
Nice.
Get a good ass plate, bro. Shit.
I'm glad
You
they're
good for the
still
day,
there.
you know?
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, man.
And y'all was
Hey,
kicking
did y'all
it,
get to
man.
see the
Y'all
fight?
had what fight?
Did you see the Henry and Gia fight or Khan and what was it?
Yeah, I
hold
saw
on,
both
what you
of
gonna
Oh,
them.
what's
say?
your thoughts on the fights?
Hold on. What you gonna say though first? You say we was
Oh,
kicking
my
it
bad,
about what?
Lisa. My bad. I didn't even know you
No,
was talking
I
about
was just saying y'all was kicking it, just bringing me back, man. Even though I don't know the people, I can relate, you know.
Yeah, like when you get like some people from your same block like that, like
Yeah,
literally, this dude must have went to my school, straight up.
yeah.
Like we literally said the same years, and I know for a fact I was in that school during that time, and he said everything that I know that he was around that area, and he said the names that I know. You see what I'm saying? Even Troy knew them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, cause I was definitely there. You know what I mean? And so when you bring up certain names, then because I was cool with a lot of people that you might have not paid attention to me because I was a light-skinned dude. You know what I'm saying? You might have not paid attention to me, but you would have paid attention who the fuck was telling you to pay attention to me. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes was real. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So the names he was bringing up, it was like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know?
Yeah. Real deal, yup. Real spill.
That's why the world is a small place, man. You can't fake out here too long.
Oh no,
It's a
no,
small
no.
world, huh? It is a small
Yeah.
world. Shit.
Yup.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
I saw the fight, Guido. Yeah, I saw him.
Go ahead. Y'all build on that for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we good, bro. We got it. But yeah, what you think about him and Mangia performance, or who would you like to see him fight, if anything?
I mean, I thought he was just way too big for that guy.
Yeah.
It looked like they was 2 weight classes apart. So he literally destroyed the guy, but I saw he was having problems. Well, you know, he kind of almost like passed out or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know if he needs to go up or he needs a nutritionist or what.
Yeah.
But he is big. He was big even when he was at 154. So
And that's crazy. Didn't he just moved up to 160 or 154?
I mean,
How many
he's
fights he got
been,
already? Yeah.
well, he growing. Remember, he young still.
Yeah, I know he got a couple of victories already, like 3 or 4 fights.
Yeah.
So you need already. I was hearing the interview in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
And he said like, yo, he was just tired, you know.
Yeah.
He needed
His
just rest.
face looked drained. I saw his face
Mm.
before the weigh-in. His face looked emaciated to me.
Yeah, he was drained. He got the zombie eyes, you know.
Yeah,
like,
he didn't.
like a zombie there. Yeah.
These guys don't be fighting that they like. They may fight at one weight, but they walk around weight is so much bigger.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know. Either he's gonna have to change, you know, his lifestyle, his regimen or whatever, or get a invest in a nutritionist if he's gonna stay there at that weight. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to be disciplined to stay at, you know, to weigh in at 160. So it's best if you fight at 160. It's probably best you walk around at 170, so it won't be too bad to cut the weight.
Don't go to fat camp, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to step up. He's already 39 and 0. Or like, no, I think he just needs to step up a little bit more.
I heard he may fight,
but I knew he was gonna beat this dude. So
yeah,
I knew
I
he was
figured
gonna
that
knock
too.
him out.
Yeah,
he's trying to promote. You know, yeah.
I heard he may fight. I heard he may fight Janabek. Janabek.
Yeah.
The guy that was Andrade's mandatory. But I'm like, why ain't these people fighting Andrade? I don't get it.
Link. I just want to say I'm giving a special invitation to Jairus Smith, who said, YDSAB, that said, y'all my efforts send all y'all my minions to take our channel. Shake my head. I don't know what you're talking about, but you can go ahead and click the link, brother. Yeah, we can chop it up. I have no idea, so let's see. But anyway, continue because we're gonna keep it boxing. We're gonna keep it boxing.
I don't got no time for no drama, man.
Yeah, I know that's my point. Yep.
That's all these trolls want to just drama, want to start drama. Nobody got time for that shit. You know?
Go ahead, continue, man.
No, but I'm saying I heard he may fight Janabek, but I'm like, why didn't he fight what's his name? Oh God, what's his name? The one I just said, Andrade.
Yeah, Demetrius Andrade.
Why aren't these guys fighting him? I just don't get it.
Andrade?
Yeah.
Man, you know, I don't necessarily gonna consider that people are ducking him. I think that he is kind of like somebody.
They are ducking him. I'm gonna say it. It's a duck. They don't want to fight him.
It's high risk, low reward, yo. It's high risk, low reward.
That's a duck to me.
He's not doing anything to really bring value to himself. So why should anybody else? But
why should he still not be able to get a fight? They ducking him. I'm telling you, they ducking him. because
But
he's southpaw, he's
you just say that.
orthodox.
But what has he done though to convince you that people are really scared of him? Because really, it's just a high risk, low reward type of scenario. Like he's really not nobody that bring a big bag to the table. He's not going to guarantee you that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
then
He's not
if I go by
yeah,
that, but then if I go by that, then that goes against the grain of what I believe in. He
right.
had a belt, but
What
he
is it?
had a belt. Nobody wants to fight him.
So okay.
He's
So who's
gonna
stuck
go
in
at
him? So who's stuck
160.
in him?
A lot of people they don't want to fight him.
But tell me who, Lisa.
So let
Tell
me
me who.
ask you
We can
something.
have the conversation.
All of them, because right now you got
All of them is
listen,
who?
all of them. Anybody that he's been calling out, he ain't getting a fight. I don't care who it is. I'm not babying these fighters. He not getting the fights. Think about what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, okay, and listen with an open mind, okay. Now, if Munguia fights Janet Beck for the vacant, uh, because I'm hearing that may happen, I'm not sure. Then why didn't he fight Andrade?
Munguia?
What I'm saying is Janet Beck was the guy that was supposed to fight Andrade, but Andrade vacated and he's moving up to 168.
Right.
Now, what I'm saying is, I'm hearing that Munguia may fight Janabek, maybe, for a vacant belt. Why didn't he just fight Andrade?
Well, why didn't Andrade just fight Janabek?
See, this is pointless.
No, it's the truth though.
It's
Look,
no, it's he just had that he had just had a mandatory with Williams. What's the guy name? Luke.
no, Lee, you talking about Liam?
Yeah, Liam. He had just so they're gonna put another mandatory on him. Look, the guy people just don't want to fight him. I'm calling it for what it is. I'm not
Hey,
babysitting these fighters. I'm calling
listen.
it a space. It's the truth.
Now, Lisa, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Do
but
you
hold on,
think it's
Widow,
Eddie Hearn's fault had to do with
real
this?
quick, real quick. Hold on, Widow, because I do want to say one thing because we were having a discussion. So I'm just gonna say again, I don't see how people though, like if we're gonna say and listen, I'm open up for discussion with this because this is an interesting topic. So I would prefer to discuss it with you as somebody that I know is not gonna be disrespectful versus somebody that's gonna be all like a fanboy and shit like that. So I don't mind discussing this, but what I'm trying to say is like when it comes to him, right? Everybody says everybody ducked him, but again, he's high risk, low reward. He's really not going to bring a bag, and people have actually done more better than him, like as far as like fighting against him than what he's done in his own career and making a bigger bag. So you really can't tell them that they're wrong if they're getting $50 million a fight.
I'm not talking about just Canelo. I'm talking about them all.
Yeah, no, I
They
feel you.
don't want to fight him
I
for
feel
whatever
you.
reason. They don't want to fight him for whatever reason. And this is not just Eddie Hearn. He wasn't getting the fights before Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
So he's been blackballed. I'm gonna call it what it is.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe that to an extent as well.
Right.
But go ahead with it.
I'm just calling it what it is. You got GGG over there. He didn't even want to fight him. Then I saw the video. GGG's trainer, the one that he has now, tried to encourage him to fight him. I saw the video. He said no, he didn't want to fight him. So what the fuck? These
He's
dudes,
kind
I
of a
don't.
weirdo though, Alicia.
Huh?
He's kind of a weirdo. Like, look, to
What
be
does
honest
that
with you,
have to? That
no,
has nothing to do with
to
getting in the
casual
ring and
fans, yes,
fighting
it
him.
does. To casual fans, it does. I'm trying to tell you that. That's why I brought it up because when he was fighting Callum Smith, I had my homeboy and his wifey at my crib, my one of my closest friends, and he had never heard of Andre before, but he's a casual fan. Like he'll spend money to go out and have a great night. He'll go buy a whole new outfit just to go out and shit like that. Like he's that type of dude, right? He'll come to my crib with a fucking case of Coronas, a bottle, you know what I'm saying, like chicken wings, pizza, all type of shit, just because it's fight night. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of dude. But guess what? When him and his wifey were watching Andre talk on the seat during that Callum Smith fight, and Andre was talking shit about Canelo, he's like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? And
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, it's Demetrius Andre. He's like,
yeah.
oh, is he a champion? And I'm like, yeah, he's a champion. Oh, you mean he got belts? And I'm like, yeah, he
That
got
is true,
belts.
because
He's
that
like, yo,
happened to
and
me
he's
one
like, yo,
time too.
this dude seemed like a
Yeah.
weirdo, and him and his wife start laughing. Like, yo, this dude seemed like
And
a
I,
weirdo. He think he's gonna beat
I'm
Canelo?
not. I'm not into all of that. I'm just
No, I'm just
into
saying though, like for
who.
casuals. That's what I'm trying
Well,
to say.
people. It's always the narrative going around. He ain't fought nobody. He can't get the big fights, and it's kind of sad. It's really like disgusting, and it's kind of like, look at Marvin Hagler. He had 50th fight until he got a shot to fight for a title, even though Andrade. No, but no.
That's
I'm calling a
blasphemy, Lisa.
spade.
Don't bring Hagler into
No,
Andre.
I'm
Come on,
not.
how you gonna
No,
do that?
no. I'm talking about corruption in boxing. I'm calling it for what it is, and that's
Right.
not right. And he's gonna go at 168, and it's gonna be the same BS. Watch
Look, I
now.
just don't think
Now
I'm my bad.
Benavidez's manager talking all this BS. He talking about, oh, he's a good fighter or whatever, but like saying that he would fight him for more than Canelo. Come on, it's just a bunch of BS. I'm calling it for what it is.
Yeah, I think David will fight him. I think David Benavidez will fight him. I think David Benavidez, just because I'm waiting for the interview and I'm next in line, I believe that they're literally waiting on to see if Canelo's going to sign that or if they're going to have to sign a different deal. Because
Right.
as soon as David Benavidez announces something, I got to interview that same night. So just FYI. But yeah, I mean, you know what? Look, I just think that Andre is definitely a threat, but he's not that much of a threat when it comes to Canelo. I think that he's just like, honestly speaking, I don't think Canelo. When you say duck, it's like somebody scared of somebody. You know what I mean? And I don't think he's scared of him, bro. I don't really think that. But I mean, look, let me
don't say a
speak.
duck is just not. I didn't say duck like that. I'm just saying avoiding. They just don't want to fight him for whatever reason. And I think
Well,
part
yeah,
of it is being blackballed.
well, blackballed and ducked is two different things. I agree with you on the blackball part, but I think that the duck part is like where you're scared of somebody, and for me, that's what it means more than like the way that people use it nowadays. Like everybody's scared to fight somebody. No, these are professional boxers. I don't think that he's ducking Andre. I don't think really anybody's ducking Andre. I think people are just like, look, I'll fight him, but you got to make it worth it because that dude is a little weird and strange. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna. Well, you know what? There's a lot of boxers that are weird and strange. He's gonna run into the same problems at 168. You heard it here. Mark my words.
Okay.
Because they only want him to fight low level competition,
Mhm.
and he can't get the big fights. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Canelo. I don't care if it's what's his name? Benavidez. If it's
Charlo.
Charlo's not gonna fight him. He already said that. Charlo's not gonna fight him.
Yo, everybody.
He said
Yo,
he's not
imagine
gonna
this,
fight
bro.
him because of stuff from the past.
Yo, you
Remember,
might be
he
from
said
the
that.
realest street. Lisa, you might be from the realest street in Newark, New Jersey, or wherever you from in New Jersey. Doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. And then they take you over to some place in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, where there's a bunch of like Amish people, and then you see some weird shit. Then they want to challenge you to a fight in the back of nowhere, right?
Uh-huh.
Yo, you could be as real as you want to be, Lisa Bills. You could probably go and say, yo, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna pass on that one. Y'all got this, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just continue on my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Okay.
a little weird and strange.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, then what's the point of them over there at 160 over on the zone, and they had the belts, and he couldn't even get. Everybody was over there for him except for Canelo had moved up. I'm not even okay. Canelo had moved up by this time. And I said that he should have fought Charlo because not Munguia. What's the guy's name? Murata and Triple G was fighting. You know what I'm saying? But then that is gonna be postponed for whatever reason, and because of could be pandemic or it could be traveling issues or whatever. But I'm saying that he has something to offer if it's the belt. If they say he this and that, then fight him. Take the O or whatever if they think they, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just calling it for whatever it is. I'm keeping it, fair.
Hey, I'm not. I'm
People
not mad at
just
your
don't like
opinion.
him. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, and
Yeah,
that's not the
I'm
issue.
not mad at your opinion. I was basically
Yeah.
just trying to get to the bottom of like, because I'm pretty sure not only you share that opinion, so that
A
it was a
lot
good
of
dialogue.
people share that opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's a good dialogue. So what do you think about that, Guido?
About what? How we said again?
Oh, my bad. I cut you off like 3 times while me and Lisa was chopping it up, but I meant to involve you as well. With what
Sorry,
we were
Guido.
talking about. Yeah.
That's all good shit. I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little tired right now. I'm just chilling with you guys, listening.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, G
Yeah. But what
Ball.
was the question again? My
Mongias.
bad, bro. What was the
When Miguel
question
was
again?
passing out,
Yeah.
what he said. Okay, G-Ball said Munguia was passing out this last fight. That's a sign it's getting harder for him to make 160. Munguia is on 25 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Guido?
Oh man, like, damn, I think he did it to Jane, but like when I was hearing the Spanish in interview, he said he would just want to lay down and relax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But his face didn't look good. You know what I'm
His
saying?
face didn't look good at
So I don't
all.
know if I don't know what it is. Maybe he's having
I think he
trouble
should
with the
move up
weight,
too.
or
I think he should move up too.
maybe his diet.
I
Maybe.
mean, look. I think he should move up too. I think that he still handled his business the way he should have handled his business, but it probably could have been crisper, right, with the punches because some of those punches were a little wild. But yeah, I think that he definitely should move up.
Either move up or get a nutritionist. That's what I was saying.
But then again, he did look good though. Don't forget, he did look good though.
He looked okay. He looked good, but he did a great job knocking him out. But it wasn't a clean knockout like you would want. You know what I'm saying? And then look at Berlanga and David Benavidez. Them dudes should move up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That would be a good fight. Yeah, too. Yeah.
And Berlanga got a fight coming up, right? On March 19th, I think.
I'm not even sure.
There was something out there. Yeah, I don't remember what exact date. But let me ask y'all this: did y'all watch Coach's? And shout out to Coach Malachi. Everybody subscribe to New Media USA Today Boxing. Did y'all watch Coach Malachi today?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't watch it. It was good.
Well, basically, what he was trying to break down was okay. So if there are 2 contracts that Canelo can sign for $100 million, which is either Bivol and Triple G, or Charlo and Benavidez, is he ducking the other 2 if he goes to 1 contract, or is he not ducking?
Yeah, I saw the show. Yeah.
All right. So what do y'all think? Because I thought that was an excellent way that he broke that shit down.
Well, Bivol is a higher weight, so and Bivol is he's very tricky. Bivol got a lot of movement, so he could possess some issues there, and he got some pop too. So he's got good movement, good foot placement, and everything. The Triple G fight, I get it. The Zone wants that. I'm not really interested in that any longer because I feel that just Triple G is just he hasn't been doing anything really other than
So let me ask you
Deverenchenko fight. I'm not just like the first 2 fights were really good. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like he's older now, unless he just got something in the tank to give.
So let me ask you a direct question though, because basically what I'm trying to say is like what his point was today is like, but that sounds like a great fight, right? Bivol, Triple G, and it also sounds like a great fight, Charlo Benavidez. Now you could break down, these guys don't have championships, they're moving up, or one is there and he doesn't have a title, but he used to have titles, or he's moving up and fighting this dude, and then this other dude, then he's gonna have to move back down, and he already beat him, and he's older, right? So really, is he ducking anybody, or is he just making $100 million and having a good set of fights from now to the end of the year?
No, I don't think it's a duck, because either way you're gonna get paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, because either way, you can make a case on some bullshit. That if you want to see, right, like a particular fight, like some people want to see Bivol, right, and Beterbiev, but they're not gonna get both Bivol and Beterbiev. They're gonna get Bivol and Triple G most likely. But if they want Bivol, then they're gonna get Bivol. If they want fucking Benavidez, and they're gonna get Benavidez, because at the end of the day, they're gonna try to say, if he beats Charlo, they're gonna say, which I think he will beat Charlo, they're gonna say, oh, Charlo was too small, he was moving up. You know what I'm saying? And so really, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, we're gonna be happy regardless of whatever he does. And he's just taking off.
Yeah, I mean, I got you, yeah. I mean,
all.
whatever decision he makes, I'm really intrigued with the Bivol fight, but I'm also intrigued with the Charlo and Benavidez fight as well. The Triple G one is just something that I've seen already, but the Triple G one may be the biggest money fight. Then again, who knows?
Yeah, it depends on how you promote it, right? And where it's promoted at. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they'll probably promote the heck out of that. Yeah, because Triple G's already an established name. Yeah. But what weight class would it be at with Triple G?
That's the question. That's a great question.
Right.
That's the question, because he's at 160. So would it be at 168? What? Yeah, I agree. Especially, is he ever going to fight Murata? That's another question. Is Murata
That's the thing. Yeah. See, he hasn't signed a contract yet, so I think the Russian, what's his name again? Bivol. I think he signed it. Yeah, but part of that contract is Triple G got to sign it. So he, you know what I mean? Like Canelo got options, whereas he can go here, there. I guess he's going to make, it's all strategic. You know what I mean? It's all, I guess, what's best, what he feels is best.
That's what's up. So Guido, who do you think Munguia should be fighting next? Like, you think he should stay at 168, or at 160, or you think he should move up at 168? And if so, who does he fight first?
I mean, he did mention he want to fight Super G, right? For the belt, right?
Yeah. So I heard he may be fighting Janibek.
Shit, I would like to see that fight, I would like to see him fight Charlo or Super G, one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? Even Demetrius Andre. Did Demetrius Andre moved up, or he still 160?
He vacated. He moved up.
He vacated? Damn, all right.
Yeah. Janibek is the guy.
Charlo or Triple G for the title.
Janibek is the guy that was Major Key. Remember when Buddy McGirt was on your show?
Yeah.
Janibek is the guy he trains.
Yeah.
Remember he was talking about him?
Yeah. He was talking about that he believes that he's gonna be like the next guy that
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about this fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to female boxing real quick. We got Amanda Serrano versus Kaylee Taylor. How you see that fight? Honestly, how you see it?
I never really followed Serrano. I didn't know her much until I started the last year or so, because I didn't really know her like that. But I kind of knew Katie Taylor a few more. This is a 50-50 fight. It's going to be tough. Now, I will say Serrano has the pop to really hurt her. But Katie's been in some wars with Delphine Persoon, who can pop also. So it depends on the game plan, the strategy. I got it at 50-50 right now. Serrano definitely has a lot more knockouts, but Katie's been in there with better competition, so it's gonna be a tough one. Katie can move and box, and yeah, if she don't get clipped, she may win, but it depends.
Yeah, because
That's a
I
real
don't
tough
know.
fight.
I think the key is Gary Taylor's gonna be able to handle that pressure, you know, because you see
Yeah,
what this girl, what's her name, Pursuit? I think she beat her the first fight. I think she beat Katie Taylor.
yeah,
Cause
that's
what
what
was
a
that
lot of
girl
people will
name? I
say.
forgot her name. Pursuit,
Delphine
right?
Persoon,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
yeah, but they
she was
gave
bringing
her,
that heat. She was coming
yeah,
in
she was, yeah,
attacking her.
she was,
I
yeah.
thought she
That
won
was a
that fight.
tough fight. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, even the second one, people said they felt she won, but I felt in
Yeah.
the second one, Katie was. See, the thing with Katie Taylor, her she's a clean puncher. So it depends on how the judges
Yeah,
are gonna
counter. Yeah.
score it. She got clean, effective, like, but definitely
Katie Taylor has
Serrano.
more of an amateur style, like point system
Uh,
style. Amanda's
yeah,
more like rugged, in that ring.
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna break your
yeah,
ass type of fight, you know? You know
yeah.
what
So
I
it's
mean?
gonna
So,
be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting that fight.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
definitely may the best lady win with that one because
Oh yeah.
everything is on the line. All the
Undisputed.
yeah, undisputed ring, everything is on the line. Yeah,
Go
but
ahead,
I
Guido.
have seen some Amanda Serrano's fights in the last year, and I enjoy watching her because I used to hear about her, but I didn't really know about her. But in the last year or more, I've been watching more female fights. So yeah.
Go ahead, Guido.
Oh my bad. Oh yeah, man. Shit. Let's see, man. I think the body shot gotta be the key in this fight.
Yeah,
Amanda's
it
gonna
could
have to
be.
really
Yeah,
attack that body. Soon as that bell
yeah,
ring, just hit her with the body shots, and take him
yeah,
to deep waters. But
yeah,
let's see, man. I think Katie Taylor does got a chin. So let's see how she handles this power. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
Because
it'll be interesting to watch.
Delphine was ragdolling her, but she stood in there. I was like, "Woo, that was a rough fight." But then
Yeah,
she came back and fought again. I was like, "Okay." So I know she got, she not scared. She said she been, both of them. They've been wanting this fight. So, hmm so this is
Yes, yes.
about, you know, one of the baddest
you
women.
know, you know what fight I was looking forward, Lisa?
Who? Yeah.
Brian Castano was a Charlo, man. I was
Yeah,
looking forward to that
man.
fight.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
break my heart,
pissed
man.
about that.
Yeah, that broke
Yeah.
my heart too. That broke my heart too.
Damn, man. So Brian is out for 4 weeks with a
They said
bicep
four
tear
six
or
weeks.
something.
Yeah,
And Jamel said he want proof. Like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
it's tough
Yeah.
because Castano was very serious about this fight. He was training
Mm-hmm.
really hard for that fight, for this fight, And it's sad that he got injured,
Yeah.
'Cause I was watching him in the videos. And he was really serious about this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I
damn,
want.
bro, I wanted to see this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And Charlo wants to revenge. Charlo wants
Right.
to like make that shit clear that it wasn't it was
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So damn, bro.
Yeah. I'm sure they have to submit documentation. I'm assuming to the WBC, or I'm wondering if the other fighter would know as well. So if it would clear up anything. They mentioned something about Vada too. I think
Hmm.
Charlo. So yeah. Yeah. It's
I don't
crazy,
know about
man.
that. But yo, y'all give y'all closing statements because I've been on for 2.5 hours. Shout out to Latin Pain. Yo, Latin Pain,
Yeah.
I really wanted to highlight, and I'm glad you guys joined when he was on because
Yeah, I subbed to his channel.
yeah, that's a dope dude, man. Like when
Yeah,
I
I
seen him
like
out
him.
there, like literally, like giving homeless people food, like and
Yeah.
chilling with them for a minute, man, like that's the way you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I got
agree.
mad respect for that dude, man, and he came over here and he was mad cool and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, with all you guys. So
Yeah,
yeah, shout out to latinpain and
he's a good
everybody.
brother. Yeah, he's a good brother. Yeah, I
And
enjoyed his. Yeah,
Lisa Bales doesn't have a channel, but she's obviously the queen of the YTBC. We all respect you, Lisa. Any final thoughts before we
I
pass it?
respect y'all too. Yeah, yeah. I just want to see these fights, man. I want to see these fights,
Hell yeah, man. Shit.
man. I ain't even, you know, we just want to see the fights, and we don't get them a lot. I was so happy this weekend. We got some good fights this weekend. Yeah,
That's what's up.
Well,
you
who's
know.
fighting this weekend?
Josh Taylor and Catterall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
then the next weekend we have Chocolatito versus Julio Cesar Martinez. All right, yeah.
Oh boy. You think
That's gonna be a
Chocolatito got a
war.
chance? You think he
Hell
Yeah,
got a
we
yeah.
got
chance?
we got a couple of fights though. Let's not just give it up to that one only. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
What else we got, Glenn?
no, I'm just saying because she's part of the same. I'm looking at Anthony Champ Ross right now. Like his you know he says all the fights for the
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
so I'm
can't remember. Tell me who else is on there.
all right. So yeah, I mean, like if we want to go into some up and coming people, Aponte versus Ogando are happening. They're both undefeated. They both got pretty okay. So Aponte is 10-0 with 6 KOs. Agando is 9-0 with 7 KOs. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got you know, a couple other people that they're probably like setting up to lose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then we got what's called Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Vincent Australario. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Whatever.
Rigondeaux fighting? I didn't know that.
Rigondeaux's fighting, yeah.
Wow.
Rigondeaux's fighting. Then Taylor versus Catterall, of course. Then
Yeah.
we got the Chris Colbert's fighting,
Oh,
and he's
Chris Colbert. Yeah.
fighting against the undefeated fighter Hector Luis Garcia. They're both undefeated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gary Antoine Russell's fighting against Victor Postol.
Oh yeah. On what network?
Showtime.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a good one.
Jerwin Oncajas is fighting Fernando Martinez.
Oh, okay.
Besides that, Adorno's fighting. Adorno, I don't know if you know Adorno, but he's
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
Who,
versus
Jolson Adorno?
Yeah, Joseph Adorno. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
fighting
know him. Yeah.
Iron
Yeah, the Puerto Rican
Alvarez.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then besides that, then there's a couple of fights on the zone the next day, but it's more like it looked like it's like a showcase for people
Mm-hmm.
to win and shit. You know what I mean? Like Lawrence Cole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
March and
Oh
April,
yeah,
man, it's about to be
he's
crazy.
good. Yeah, I like
yeah,
Colin.
yeah, he's fighting on Sunday. You know, on the zone. So
On Sunday?
yeah, he's fighting on Sunday on the zone.
That's odd.
Yeah, so those are the cards this weekend. So it's more than you know. It's not just like bum fights. You know what I'm saying? Like you know.
Yeah. I just didn't have it next to me. Yeah, but that sounds like a pretty decent weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be in the mix. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, see, you know who I forgot, Glenn? Virgo Ortiz fighting on the 19th also. Damn, Virgo Ortiz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's on the zone, though, you know?
Yeah,
So we're going to have
Yeah.
Balanga and Virgo fighting on the same night, you know?
yeah, man. I
One
hope they don't put
ESPN, one in the
this.
zone.
I don't give a fuck what contract Canelo signs. They better not try to do a fucking pay-per-view after I paid $100 for the year for this shit. Because if they do that, I'm not paying
Oh
$100.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Oh
did that
yeah.
before, Glenn. And they did it before
No,
when
nope,
for the people that didn't have the zone, they had to pay for the pay-per-view.
no. But the pay-per-view was because he went he was a free agent and he went to fight Caleb Plant under PBC.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, everything under the zone should supposed to be part of that negotiation, that contract. So if they fucking
Mm-hmm.
switch it up, then I'm gonna get pissed off and I'm not gonna sign up for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make a whole video about that shit too.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, I love the zone though. Damn. But fuck, that'll be
Definitely.
unfortunately, bro. Fuck it, I go to the bar and see that fight, you know? Pay me $20
Yeah, I got
just to watch that fight. Fuck it, right? Go with
Yeah,
the
man.
homies, we
Yeah.
go to the bar and we watch it over there, you know?
That's
Shit,
facts,
you
bro.
know?
Yo, Guido, holla at me if anything, bro. But I'm gonna shut it down, man. Tell everybody
bro.
what's up, man. What's your final thoughts?
Lisa,
All right. Guido.
God
Peace, my
bless,
brother.
Lisa. God bless.
God bless, fam.
Everybody
God
good?
bless.
Everybody good? Yo, shout out to everybody
Yeah.
that came through tonight. God bless y'all. Make sure y'all go support Latin Pain. And of course, another edition of Major Key Monday. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. God bless. Have a great night.